What's up, everybody? This is Johnny Basement, and we are back here live in the basement for the New York Jets versus the Seattle Seahawks today with huge playoff implications for both teams. That being said, the New England Patriots beat the Miami Dolphins today. At least they were winning with less than a couple minutes left at the time of me saying that, but they're up by 10, so they should really win that game, meaning the Jets have to win today, have to win next week, and have the Patriots lose one of their remaining games, which is only now the Buffalo Bills. And they should really lose that game anyway because they have been, I think the Patriots have lost 5 out of their last 6 to the Bills. So, but again, the Jets need to win these 2 games before we can even talk about what other teams have to do. And the fact that we're even in this position is our own fault anyway. So that's where we're at with that. But we'll see what happens today. The Jets, going up against, which I honestly feel is the worst reach for a story that's been going on all week. The Jets are kicking off right now. So let's see what we got here. Jets are kicking off right now. Seattle's returning the ball. Didn't get too far. Maybe about 26-yard line. About 26-yard line tops. Anyway, $1 trucker. $1 trucker. Doug, first cellar dweller accounted for. Doug is in the basement. What's going on, Doug? That's the word. Derek Carr, man, or Derek Carr, Jimmy Garoppolo, Aaron Rodgers, even hearing Tom Brady maybe for a year. But I would think Derek Carr and Jimmy G are the more realistic choices right now. So let's see what's going on here. The Geno Smith, this is is coming out. Just lost my screen here, Doug. Hold on. Doug, where are you at, by the way? What state you in? Oh, there he goes. All right, Jets already blowing the game. Here we go. Already blowing the game. Manav, another cellar dweller accounted for. Manav's in the basement. Quick. Another cellar dweller accounted for. Quick. In the basement. OG cellar dwellers. Quick. Doug and Manav. Look at the Jets defense giving up massive yards right off the bat. First running play right up the gut. And he's gone. Almost gone. Touchdown saving tackle by LaMarcus Joyner. And right off the bat, Seattle's taking off. Look at that. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Maybe the Jets will just come out and die today. What a joke. The team has not been playing well. Not been playing well the last 4 weeks. And we don't need the defense to put us in a hole right off the bat, which, I mean, a lot of the times we hold our defense out to dry. A lot of the times we hang them out to dry. But this time around, opening kickoff, man, come on. The Jets are getting the ball back after halftime. This is how we're going to start. Big run right off the bat, 2nd and 9. Home to a field goal. Let's go. Let's get in there, Geno. Get in there. Too much time. Touchdown. There you go. 7-0 right off the bat. Touchdown, Seattle. Jets. Here we go, right off the bat. You're new in the basement. Subscribe, bell, notice, like button. Keep the basement rolling. Jets already losing 6-0, about to be 7-0. That's on the defense right off the bat. Talking all that smack all week long about how we're going to come out. The defense going to be strong. And look at that, right off the bat, they score in 3 plays, Seattle. 3 plays. Scored a touchdown on who? LaMarcus Joyner, our safety. Pierre, another cellar dweller accounted for. Pierre's in the basement. Hey, Giants, Tony from Melbourne, and it's 8:08 a.m. sitting under the air conditioner. Good for you, man. Well, it got up to 60 degrees here today, man, so we're not sitting under any air conditioners, but it certainly is better than it's been, man. It's been really cold lately. And right now, you know what's cold? The Jets defense gave a big touchdown right off the bat. 3 plays. 3 plays, and Seattle's in there. Trouba Train, another cellar dweller accounted for. OG cellar dweller, Trouba Train. Michael, congrats on the Giants. They clinched it. They're in the playoffs. In the playoffs. Isn't that funny? In the playoffs. Hey, Michael, isn't it funny that Brian Dable could do with almost the same team that Joe Judge couldn't, right? Almost the same team. Minus Jabril Peppers, who went with him back to New England. And the Giants under Brian Dable made it where Joe Judge couldn't coach his way out of the box with the same team. The same team. Who else we got? Buffalo Times. Buffalo Times, another cellar dweller accounted for. Who do I got tomorrow night? Buffalo. And I'm doing the game, by the way. I'm doing the Bills, Bengals tomorrow night. I got Buffalo in that one. And the Jets need to find a way to win today. And Buffalo needs to beat the Patriots next Sunday, which really hasn't been a hard task as of late. They have beaten them as of late. So that's what's up there, Buffalo. But I'm going with the Bills. As I said, if the Jets don't make the playoffs, I'm going for the Bills in the AFC and the Giants in the NFC. So that's how that's going to work. Peso, another cellar dweller accounted for. Peso in the basement. What's happening, brother? No. Michael, I'm reading your comment right now. Interesting. I heard the Giants better sign Daniel Jones or else the Jets will make a run at him. I don't want Daniel Jones. And the guy's having a good season, but I don't want him. I want our other choices. Jimmy G. I want Jimmy G. I know he gets hurt quite a bit, man, but I want Jimmy G. That's who I would rather have. Jimmy G, Derek Carr. I'm kind of like this with Derek Carr. I mean, there's even talk of Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady now. If they're going to go for those guys, and you're going for the whole thing right off the bat. I don't know if Aaron Rodgers is going to be a great locker room guy for this young team or not. Tom Brady, I'm sure he'd love to take a shot back at the Patriots. Honestly speaking, I think Jimmy G is going to be the quarterback for the Jets. That's really where I think that's going to head. Lamar Jackson would be my ultimate dream, but I don't think that's going to happen. But Lamar Jackson went to the Jets. I would love that. But we'll see what happens, guys. Let's see what happens. The Jets getting the ball right now. Daniel Jones, I don't know, but anything's better than Zach Wilson. Anything better. He's gone. He is so out of here, man. It's not even funny. Not even funny. Michael, you're telling me that now is the first time I'm hearing of it, brother. Knuckle, another cellar dweller accounted for. Knuckles in the basement. I'll get right back to you. Jets starting off now on her own 25. Let's go, Mike White. Let's go. Let's go. Jets right off the bat look like garbage on defense. Right off the bat. All right, we're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. Who do we got? Jets fan 13. D, my man. Another cellar dweller accounted for. What's up, brother? Man, what the F was that? The defense? Yeah, what's up with that? D, right. What was up with that? The Jets defense horrible right off the bat. That's the side of the ball we don't expect to be saying anything about. And sure enough, right off the bat, that's where it is. That's where it is. Jets fan 13. If you guys haven't subbed to him yet, please do. He's a good friend of mine. He's working his way toward 1,000 subs. Jet fan 13. Regular cellar dweller, a good friend of mine. Please sub to his channel. Here we go. 2nd and 10. There you go. Caught. Caught. That was caught. That was caught. Let's go, Jets. Let's go. Come on. Come on now. Let's go. Got to get that touchdown right back. Who we got? Gunner, another cellar dweller. OG cellar dweller accounted for. Gunner's in the base. What's up, Gunner? Patriots win. Dolphins. Yeah, Dolphins could miss the playoffs. The Jets got the tiebreaker over them. We win today. That's going to be a playoff game next week. Go, go, go. Ty Johnson, go. Go. Guys, remember, I was sick earlier in the week, so you're going to see some coughing out of me while I'm trying to yell and scream. It's just the way it is. Good run by Johnson up the gut. Good run following his blocks. Jets need to make a statement today, man. Let's go. I take Daniel Jones over Jimmy G any day of the week, and Carr, too. Jimmy G has played in the system that the Jets are running right now. It's probably why I would take him. I don't know. Daniel Jones looks really good this year. He's the best I've seen him under Brian Dable, but I don't think this Jet organization develops quarterbacks very well. I don't like Mike LaFleur, Mike. I don't like Mike LaFleur. I think he's a horrible play caller. He calls the same plays for Zach as he does for Mike White. They're two different style quarterbacks altogether. Well, Zach outright sucks, but Just saying, for a mobile quarterback to a stay-at-home quarterback, it's two different things. Derek Carr, I'm not big on Derek Carr. I probably see a point. There you go, man, overthrown. 2nd and 8, 3rd and 8 now. Godini, another cellar dweller OG cellar dweller accounted for. We are the champions, my friends. Yep, Giants made it in. That is awesome. And I love it even more so because it makes the Patriots coaching and all the Patriot fans saying the Giants never fielded a team for Joe Judge. That's what they say, to protect one of their horrible coaches. He was horrendous for the Giants. Brian Dable comes in, minus Jabril Peppers, and takes the same team to the playoffs, missing a good safety. So that's a nice slap to the Patriots coaching staff. I think it's awesome. Mike White going up top. That won't be caught and intercepted. All right. Picked off. Jets are going to lose today, guys, and they should. Just they look like crap. There we go. Right off the bat. We ought to knuckle. Talking Jimmy G going to Miami if Tua doesn't play. There's a lot of talk with Jimmy G, man. Gooner, another cellar dweller accounted for. Gooner. What's going on, brother? Damn it, so want the Jets to beat Seattle. The Jets don't want to beat Seattle. Mike White just threw a pass Zach Wilson would have been proud of. Gunner, the Raiders have a terrible O-line, terrible defense, terrible coaching, but it's Carr's fault. They suck this season. It always lands on the quarterback, Gunner. It always lands on the quarterback. Right, wrong, or indifferent. That's the way it lands, brother. I hear you, man. I hear you, though. Gooner, and by the way, Gunner, I'm doing the Bills game tomorrow night. I'm doing the Buffalo Bills Bengals. That's a huge game. I'm doing that tomorrow night. Definitely doing that. Gooner, happy New Year, by the way, Johnny and everyone. Happy New Year to you, brother. Happy New Year to everybody. Everybody, happy New Year. January 1st, here we are. Another year changed. Barker, another cellar dweller accounted for. Barker's in the basement. The Jets have a chance to make the playoffs. They do. They got to win today, and they got to win next week and hope New England loses one of their remaining 2 games. The Jets right now look like they don't want to do any of that. They don't want any part of the playoffs. That's the way the Jets are starting out right now. John, go Mike White. John O'Sullivan, another cellar dweller accounted for. John O'Sullivan in the basement, the most positive Jet fan you can find. John O'Sullivan is in the basement. Gardini, the Jets literally praying the fact the Pats and Finns keep collapsing. Gardini, I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. If we can't get in on our own, I don't care what the other teams do. The Jets, next year and beyond, watch out for the Jets. Next year and beyond, watch out. The Jets get a quarterback, that's all we need. Watch out. Breece Hall comes back. Our offensive linemen, all of them that are injured, come back. The Jets next season and beyond, watch out. This year, I don't care what the other teams are doing, Godini. I'm not even paying attention. Patriots lose next week against Buffalo. The Jets got to win too. That's what has to happen. The Jets have to win these 2. If they lose today, they're out. They're out. So that's that. Manav, Happy New Year to all. Yes, sir, you too. Truba, he literally has no wide receivers. I know. He doesn't have any wide receivers. None. So if Jones came over here and worked with Garrett Wilson, Elijah Moore, he's got some receivers over here to work with, man. He's got some real receivers to work with, no doubt. Godini, put DJ in San Francisco or on the Jets, they would substantially better records, in my opinion. Well, they would, but if Breece Hall wasn't hurt and our linemen weren't out, like guys like Elijah Vera-Tucker, who's one of the best linemen in the league, Mekhi Becton, we're missing players. And the Jets aren't going to win today anyway. They're not going to win. They're giving up big rushing yards, throwing interceptions. Seattle's going to chew the Jets away today. They're just going to chew them away. Daniel Jones is definitely better than anything the Jets have right now, including Mike White. So I'll give you guys that. But if he's over here without a running game, we don't have a running game. Gooner, yeah, interception. Yep. Doug, Carr needs the Jets defense. Raiders defense is last in the league for nearly everything. I know the Jets defense has carried this team as far as they can go, and now they're even looking bad. They're looking bad right now. These guys are running all over them. All over them. John, I just subscribed to Jets Fan 13 YouTube account. Yes, that's what's up, John. Thank you. Thank you. He is a good friend of mine. He's working toward 1,000 subs. Jets fan 13 is a real diehard blood, all green in blood, bleeding green, whatever that is, Jet fan. Perfect, John. Thank you. Goodini eliminated if they lose officially. Yeah, the Jets are out when they lose today. Peso, Tua should retire. Yeah, he's been beaten up a lot, man. Clinton, another cellar dweller accounted for. Clinton's in the basement. Jets are going to lose this game. Clinton, oh, baby, this is loser leaves town game. Yep, the Jets are the losers, Clinton. The Jets are the losers. Richard, another cellar dweller accounted for. Richard in the basement. Happy New Year. Jets got to win, control their own destiny. Yep, that's what we've been saying, Richard. No one told the Jets that, though. No one told the Jets that because they're about to go down 14-0. Gardini, in 2 or 3 concussions this year at this point is bigger than football. It's his life. He should retire, man, get a life ahead of him and severe brain trauma. Yeah, Tua's been knocked around a lot this year. I don't even know why you would bring him back or if he'd even want to come back anymore. I mean, you're talking about serious damage for your life. For your life. Gardini, Gino never calling back to the... Dude, let me tell you something about this stupid reach for a story. Geno Smith left the Jets over 6 years ago. This story by the media is the dumbest, most pathetic reach for a story that you can find. Geno Smith didn't just leave the Jets. He left the Jets, went to the Chargers, went to the Giants, then backed up Russell Wilson for a few years, then became the starter. So by the logic that's going on with people telling me about Geno Smith and the Jets is telling me that the Jets should have waited 9 years for him to develop. 9 years. So going by that logic, we should keep Zach Wilson in here just in case 6 years down the road he becomes great somewhere else. This is the dumbest, lamest reach for a story possible. So the Jets didn't see what was in Geno Smith. Then the Chargers must not have seen what was in Geno Smith. Then the Giants must not have also seen what was in Geno Smith. And then for the 3 years he backed up Russell Wilson, they didn't see anything in Geno Smith until now. So is that what I should be so upset that Geno Smith 9 years later is a Pro Bowler? Is that the big story? It's the most pathetic, lamest reach for a story I've ever heard. This is a pathetic stretch. And to where Patriot friends of mine have come at me, I'm like, you want to compare what our former quarterbacks have done? It's like Patriot fans forget that Tom Brady left them, beat them the next year in a regular season game, and then won the Super Bowl. This Geno Smith thing is dumb. It's pathetic. It's a reach for a story. Who cares about Geno Smith? I don't. I forgot about him when he left us 6 years ago. So that's it on Geno. My gosh. Ganini, the Giants got a 40 burger today. Never thought I would see that this year. Yeah, it's good, and they should against a bad Colts team. They really should put up a 40 spot on them. Terrible. Giants, I'm happy for them. I'm happy they got in. I'm happy for Brian Dable and the whole unit there on that. Good breakup sauce. Good breakup sauce. See, why is Geno not learning from everybody else? You cannot throw to Sauce Gardner's side. It is not going to work. Sauce Gardner is the rookie of the year, hands down, and he could be defensive player of the year. He very well could be. You're not going to beat Sauce Gardner, Geno. No, everybody else has tried and failed. Not going to happen. Geno might have been better than Packing, Darnold, and Flacco or Zach. Gardini, you can continue with the Geno stuff. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care, dude. Geno Smith is so then the Giants didn't see it either, Gardini, right? If we're going to go there, the New York Giants didn't see it, couldn't see the talent in Geno Smith either because he's doing better than Daniel Jones. They could add Geno instead of Daniel Jones. How come the Giants didn't see that, Gardini? How come the Giants didn't see that? They had him. How come he didn't? How come he wasn't the starter? How come when Eli retired, they didn't keep Geno? Your coaching staff didn't see it either? Guess not. Guess not. Because the Giants had him too, Gardini. How come y'all didn't see him? Guess he's not coming crawling back to the Giants either, right? It's a dumb argument, man. It's really bad. Really, really bad. It's not just you, Gardini. It's everybody that brings it up. It's pathetic. And Giant fans shouldn't bring it up because y'all missed it too then. Because you had him. Daniel, Bills King Mafia, another cellar dweller accounted for. Happy New Year to you, Daniel. And Daniel Sulphur, how's it going, brother? Bucks won the division. I know. I hope they play the Cowboys and knock the Cowboys out. That would be awesome. Cowboy fans do not want to see the Buccaneers. Don't want to see it. Clinton, in the AFL over here, you got a concussion and you're out for a minimum of 12 days. No training, no games. You get a second concussion and your year is over. Yeah, that's the way it should be, Clinton. Over here, Tua can get 3 concussions and they're still hoping he can play so they can go to the playoffs. It's really the way it should be. You should be out, and then you get it a second time. You should be out for 12 days. You should be out for the year. There should be no more playing around with that. Tua has been really jacked up, Clinton, really badly, man. He shouldn't be allowed to play anymore this year. Shouldn't be allowed to play. Manav, Happy New Year. Gardini, Johnny, I'm just screwing around. Dude, I get it. I'm just like, I get it. I think the whole thing is a stretch. It's horrible. It's a pathetic stretch. So, that being said, by that logic, the Jets should keep Zach Wilson then for another 7 or 8 years, just in case he becomes good for somebody down the road. Makes no sense. Truba Train, Geno is definitely not doing better than Jones. I agree. Forget about Geno, but he's not Jones. I'm just talking about this year. This year, Geno's going to the Pro Bowl for what he's done this year. I'm just sticking a point out there, Michael, because I'm tired of hearing about the Jets and Geno Smith. It's a horrible story. It's a stretch. Like what Jet? It's not like we just got rid of him last year and now he's kicking ass. He's been off the team 6 years. 6. It is the media going after this story is a pathetic stretch, if nothing else. Is Geno overall better than Daniel Jones? No, he's not. He's not overall better. Is he better than anybody on the Jets right now? Sure he is, but that has nothing to do with anything at the moment. Nothing. It has nothing to do with it because he wasn't on the team last year or the year before or the year before or the year before. Daniel, Bills King Mafia, would you take David Carr for the Jets? I'm not that big on David Carr. I got to admit, Daniel. I'm not that big on him, but I mean, he's better than anything we got. So, Flex, another cellar dweller accounted for. Flex, another Australian accounted for. In the basement. Bam Knight just went through for about a 20-yard gain. Too bad he didn't run all the way because we need someone to score a freak touchdown. Good, Flex, good day, good morning, basement. Heading to quick doctor's appointment. Might not chat a lot for a bit. That's okay, Flex. As long as you're in the basement, much appreciated. Anybody else in the basement, subscribe, bell notice, like button. Keep the basement rolling. Manav, it's not about ego with all the team's management. It's all about ego. 100% it's about ego, Manav. That's why some organizations hold on to their draft-picked quarterback for too long because they have egos. Well, I drafted the guy. He better be good. I drafted him. He has to be good. So we'll see. They're not doing that with Zach. They can't. The team's ready to move forward, and Zach's not ready. Even Steve Young, a fellow BYU alum with Zach, said he was wrong on Zach. The guy is just not learning. He's in street clothes today, guys, by the way. Flacco is the backup, not Zach. Flacco's the backup. Zach's back in street clothes. Come on, Mike White, let's go. The Jets look like crap. Absolute crap. Bruin, another cellar dweller accounted for. OG cellar dweller. So happy that the Giants are in the playoffs. Yep. Yeah, me too, man. I'm glad the Giants are in the playoffs. Goodini. Russ got traded and Geno started, not because Russ was bad, because he was a locker room cancer in Seattle. I get plus, Pete Carroll knows quarterbacks. Think about it. He said Mark Sanchez shouldn't come out when he did. And he came out, wasn't good. He also took Russell Wilson over Matt Flynn, even though Matt Flynn was the Mike White, yes, complete. Elijah Moore, let's go. On Seattle's 40-yard line. We're on Seattle's 40. Also, Pete Carroll, remember, Seattle brought in Mike Flynn, who was the backup quarterback, Matt Flynn, the backup quarterback for in Green Bay for Rodgers. Remember, they brought him in, signed him to all that money. Russell Wilson was just a nobody heard of rookie. I mean, you know, in the NFL anyway, as it established himself. But what happens? What happens? He chooses Russell over Matt Flynn. What became of Matt Flynn after that? Nothing. No one ever heard of him again. Run! No one ever heard of him again, right? Russell Wilson went on, won a Super Bowl. Pete Carroll knows his quarterbacks. So, yeah, Russ was a locker room cancer, but on top of that, he knew Geno Smith was going to play really well. Pete Carroll was the first one to notice that. Feels we're going to have a Kurt Warner in a much lesser sense with his 30s. They finally look competent. I don't know if the Geno Smith compares to Kurt Warner situation. Kurt Warner came in, Gardini, and won right off the bat. Like, he came in and took off right off the bat when Trent Green went down for the Rams. And they went on and won, like, the Super Bowl. Geno Smith left the Jets because he got a broken jaw in the locker room cancer. Then he went to the, you know, so on and so on, Chargers, Giants, and then on to the Seattle Seahawks. So, Gardini, I remember Geno as a Jet. Can't believe it's been 6 years. It has. And the only thing he ever did as a Jet, by the way, for anybody who wants a trivia question, Geno was the first rookie quarterback to beat a Bill Belichick head coach team. Bill Belichick is head coach. The first rookie quarterback to beat him was Geno Smith on the Jets. Open and overthrow him. 2nd and 11. Angry Buffalo. Another cellar dweller accounted for. Angry Buffalo in the basement. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too, my man. Happy New Year, brother. I'll be doing the Bills Bengals game tomorrow night for sure. Bills-Bengals game tomorrow night. Gardini. Lions might make the playoffs. Out of top 5 picks could have made the playoffs. What is it this year? Yeah, right. I hope the Lions make the playoffs, man. That'd be nice. Nice having another team that hasn't won that often or hardly at all to make the playoffs. That'd be great. 3rd and 11, we do nothing. Just end the season. Just end the season. Just end it. End it. Next year, I'm going to be really pumped up for the Jets. There's going to be no fighting for the playoffs in December with the Jets next year. There won't be. There'll be no fighting for the playoffs. None. The Jets will be in it by this time next year. Calling it now. The Jets will be in the playoffs. Calling it now for next year. Gardini, Jets, Jags, Giants, Lions, insanity. It's true. Jaguars are coming on as of late also. Clinton, we have a dude playing for Sydney, Patty McCartan, who had 8 concussions in 5 years of another club. The league doctors said, that's it, you're retired. You cannot, 8 concussions in 5 years, man. What is that guy like now? What is his head like now? 8 concussions in 5 years. Man. Bruin, come on, Jets. Yeah, I've been saying that for 4 weeks, Bruin. Come on, Jets. 46 years I've been saying it. But the defense doesn't look good today, man. Doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. Bills King, how much would the Jets pay Lamar Jackson to play for the Jets? I have no idea, but pay him whatever it takes. Lamar comes to the Jets, it's all over for everybody. I'm dead serious. Lamar Jackson comes to the Jets with the receivers we got. Breece Hall will be back. The linemen that we'll have back, our defense is already shut down. So Lamar Jackson comes over to the Jets. Watch out. Watch out. Gunna, sorry about yesterday, Bruin. I don't know how you didn't score on that 5 versus 3. Oh, boy. Oh, man. Not scoring on 5 versus 3 is terrible, man. I've seen my team do that a few times. Clinton, 3 years later, he's picked up by the Swans. 2 years later, he's playing in a grand final. Still gets scared from every time he goes near the ball. Yeah, man, that's crazy. He's still playing? He still plays with all those concussions? We had a guy like that whose name was Wayne Corbett, played for the Jets. Wayne Corbett, guy ran across the middle with no fear at all, man, got a ton of concussions. He was forced to retire. Your brain can't rattle around like that. Your brain cannot rattle around like that. It's not meant to do that. And to do that as many times as this is happening is pathetic. Gardini, Ohio State. Whoa. What a way to end 22. That Ohio State-Georgia game was out of this world yesterday. Out of this world. I can't believe he missed the kick at the end. He missed it. But you know what? The blame doesn't just go on him. What about where was Ohio State's defense that whole drive down the field? Before that, it shouldn't even come down to the field goal. Ohio State defense fell apart on Georgia's last drive. Wow. It's crazy. Bruin, not too upset about that loss. Besides Swayman, I appreciate it, Gunner. Yeah. Bills King, I am trying to go live tomorrow night for the Bills game. It should be fun. That's cool, Daniel. I'll be on there too, man. I'll be live too. That's cool. Yeah, that's right, guys. Bills King Mafia. Daniel, he's trying to do some live stuff. He's building up his channel, so make sure you subscribe to him as well. Bills King Mafia, if you haven't already. He's going to be uploading more videos and doing some live things as well. So check him out. Where am I at? Gardini, Jets not winning the division. I see them behind the Chargers in Baltimore if Lamar stays. But, yeah, easy fifth seed. Jets are definitely making depends on who they get a quarterback, but anything's going to be better than what we have. So the Jets are definitely making a play. Like this time next year, they're in. Rookie of the Year candidates. Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson leads our receiver leads all rookies in yards and touchdowns. He could win Offensive Rookie of the Year. Defense, Sauce Gardner leads the NFL in passes defensed. They don't even throw to his side anymore, man. He's getting that. He's getting that too. The Jets, think about it. He hit on 3 out of the 4 top picks he had. Geno going deep. I don't know why Geno's trying to attack DJ Reed and Sauce. It's not going to work. It hasn't worked for a lot better quarterbacks. Not going to work. Bruin, 8 concussions in 5 years. That's insane. I know. It's insane. Gardini, you being the most entertaining part of the Jets game. Thanks, brother. I appreciate it. I wish that wasn't the case, but apparently it is. Richard, the Jags in the postseason can be scary for any AFC team because you just don't know which Jags team will show up. They could be an upset team. No doubt. You don't know what Jags team is going to show up. You don't know. Trevor Lawrence, what they did to the Jets was a great game plan last Thursday night. What they did to the Jets was what a lot of teams should do. He stayed away from our secondary, stayed away from our cornerbacks. They tested the outside linebackers. They threw a lot of screen passes, a lot of out patterns, a lot of dump-off passes to the running backs, and a lot of slant patterns across the middle, testing the Jets' safeties. They didn't even bother going after Gardner or Reed. They didn't even bother. They're like, that's the shutdown corners. That's one of the best secondaries in the game. They stayed away from it and just did a lot of out patterns, slant patterns, and screen passes. That's what they did, and it worked. It worked effectively. They scored 1 touchdown and kicked a bunch of field goals. But, of course, we did nothing on offense with Zach at the helm. Nothing. Jay, another cellar dweller accounted for. Jay Clark's in the basement. Our defense certainly isn't playing like the season is on the line. Absolutely not, Jay. The Jets, this is where the Jets are reminding us of the Jets. Game's on the line. Season's on the line. You come out and give up a horrendous defensive stand to open up the game. Horrendous. Give up a huge run, no less. A run defense, one of the better ones in the game. Not today. I mean, this is like same. If you want to ever looking to say same old Jets at all this season, this would be the one. The Jets haven't been blown out this year. The Jets have been in every single game they've played in this year. They've been in every single game. When was the last time we could say that? It's been forever. But they have to learn how to close games out. They have to learn how to close games out. That's what they need to do. And the Jets didn't know how to do that this year. Mike LaFleur needs to be a better play caller. Zach is gone. Forget about Zach. To me, Mike White has earned He's earned a shot at competition for QB1 for the Jets next year. I don't think he'll win it, but he deserves a shot because they should keep him around to be a forever backup on the Jets unless some team offers him free agency money that's going to make him the starter somewhere else, and I don't blame him for leaving. If not, he should stay right here as the Jets backup. 2nd and 10 right now, 2:13 left in the first, 10-3 Seattle. Seattle's on their own 25-yard line still, 2nd and 10. Come on, Jets, let's go. Let's go. Stop them. Get in there. Get in there. Oh, another completed pass. Goodini, the kicker, looked like he laid a dookie in his before the pick. Oh, yeah, that was he's talking about Ohio State. That was bad. Doug, tough loss for Ohio State. No doubt, man. That was a real tough loss, especially when you were in position to win. Goodini came on with another monster game. Sauce getting some competition down the stretch. I don't know. Is he? Is Sauce getting competition? He's not getting competition from Kayvon Thibodeau for a whole season? No way. Sauce Gardner's hands down rookie of the year. Kayvon's doing incredible down the stretch right now. Amazing. Sack Jets. Sack. The flag down. Let's see who it's on. Bills King. I'm only calling you that because I have another Daniel in here, Daniel. So Bills King. Jets cornerbacks are they are. They're top notch, man. Jets cornerbacks are shut down, period. Gunner. I'm rooting for Seattle solely because I want to see Geno make the playoffs. All right, Gunner, no problem. All right, the Jets get a sack, and we're offsides. Jets football, Jets, not wanting to take importance in this game, not caring, not playing the way you should play on the games that are on the line. The Jets are not ready for the big time yet. The Jets are not ready for the big time yet. Next year, yes. Now, these Jets aren't ready for the big time. Not ready for it, not prepared for it. We might as well just lose out the rest of the way so we're ready for next year. We're going to go to the playoffs and do what? What are we going to do there? Defense can't even do anything on this game. This is pathetic. Look at that, wide open. Wide open. Good cutback. Let him go for a touchdown. What are you tackling him for? It doesn't matter anymore. You guys don't want to play. There's no heart. Doug Peterson, he's doing he is doing a really good job down there. So is Dan Campbell with the Lions. Dan Campbell should be up for Coach of the Year, even if they don't make the playoffs. He should still be up for Coach of the Year. First down, Seattle, because the Jets don't want to play today. Jets don't want to play today. Gunner, Bruin, you guys controlled the puck very well, but Buffalo's defense bent but never broke when it mattered. Sabres are looking really good, Gunner. I told you guys beginning of the year, before the year even started, that the Sabres are going to have a good young team, and watch out. They're on their way up. They're definitely on their way up. Goodini, 16-3 wasn't really competitive, but I agree with your overall point. Well, yeah, Goodini, my overall point is we've never been blown out this year. Have the Giants been blown out? That's what I mean. That's what I mean. They've been in every single game. So if you want to look at the Jaguars game as their worst loss, 19. Go! Get the touchdown, Seattle. Go! Why did you guys tackle him? Why did you tackle him? Why? I don't know why the Jets tackled him. I don't know why they bothered to make a tackle. They're going to lose this game. They're going to lose it big. The Jets are an embarrassment. Absolute disgrace. Disgrace. The Jets are a disgrace. Absolute disgrace. Back to the old days. Johnny, the Giants play the Vikings. You going to stream that? I'm going to be streaming the Giants playoff games. Yes, definitely. The Giants playoff games and the Bills playoff games. I'm going to be streaming both of those. I'm definitely going to be doing that. The Jets aren't going to be in the playoffs. So I'll be doing the Giants and I'll be doing the Buffalo Bills. I'm going for the Giants the rest of the way, all the way, because that's my second favorite team. The Bills I'm going for in the AFC because I like them more than anybody else in the AFC. So that's what I'm going for there. So anyway, let's get back to it, guys. Clinton, question, why are so many games played at once? Why don't they spread them out over 4 days? Because they play once a week. They need to have their teams recover. So they have them every Sunday. That's just all in contracts, unions, player unions. Clinton, it's a whole big thing. Whole big thing. Players unions, once a week games. They'd have to match up this game on Tuesday and Wednesday. Then that team couldn't play again for another. The biggest thing that teams hate here is playing on Sunday and then playing on Thursday. Like they only get 3 days in between. They don't like doing that. They like to recover from injuries and things like that. I know it's funny because in the AFL, Clinton, they don't even wear pads. There's no pads being worn and they hit just as hard. So, but here, that's why it's always been every Sunday and occasionally, like you saw, every Saturday in December. And that's not even every Saturday. But all the games are going to be played at the same time. So that's pretty much that. It's a lot of politics behind that, in other words, Clinton. Bills King, are you going to do live in any playoffs games? Yes. Giants and Bills for sure. I'm doing both of those, Daniel. Bruin, yeah, Gunnar, Gardini, Johnny, if the Giants played I must be rereading these, man, because I just read all of these. Sandman, welcome into the basement, Sandman. Please hit the like button, subscribe, bell notice. Mike White is playing, no doubt, Sandman. Mike White's playing hurt. He's definitely playing hurt right now. Manav, Johnny is so funny, buddy. The Jets are sleeping. Jets suck right now, Manav. They don't look like they just look like they want to end the season. That's what we used to say Jets stood for. Just end the season. Goodini, Johnny is an example of mental breaking point of a football fan. Yep, 100%. There you go. Yes, Seahawks touchdown. Woo! Yes, yes, yes. All right, Seahawks blowing the Jets out. Yes, that's what we want. Jets to look really bad. Look really bad, Jets. That's right. Choke the whole game away. Don't bother showing up for a game. Don't bother playing hard. Don't bother showing up nationally for the Jaguars. Don't bother showing up today. Just sleep the whole season away. Just die like the dogs that you are. Just go ahead and die and give the game away. Get blown out. Who cares? Embarrass your fans. All the things we stood behind you all season long, and now you're going to come out here and get blown out. Get your doors blown off again. That's fine. Do nothing today. Nothing. What an absolute pathetic disgrace this team is. What a disgrace. And this on the coaching, too. Oh, we want meaningful games in December. Well, you got them, and you're losing every one of them. Every one of them. We want meaningful games in December. Well, you got them. You came into it 7-3. Now you're 7-8. Bunch of bums. Bunch of bums. Freaking joke. Bunch of losers. What a bunch of bums. Lay down like dogs when the season's on the line. So what was all that talk? We want big games in December. We're going to have meaningful games. Not as meaningful for the other teams that you're helping out make the playoffs. You're laying down like dogs, man. Disgrace. Absolute disgrace. A joke. What a joke, man. Daniel, Bills King. Are you still interested in? Yeah, I'm trying March 30th. There's March 30th, not the March 11th one. There's March 30th, Sabres versus the Rangers. That's the one I'm aiming at. March 30th, Sabres Rangers. That's the one I'm aiming at. Grady, another cellar dweller accounted for. Grady's in the basement. Happy New Year to you, brother. Happy New Year to you, Grady. AFC is Mahomes' conference to lose still. Well, I mean, until the Bills beat them in the playoffs, you could say that. I still think the Bills are winning the whole thing, but Kansas City has owned the Bills the last two playoffs, so I'm sure the Bills are looking to turn that around. Well, here's the Jets coming out with the ball, probably going to do nothing with it. 25-yard line. Bruin, I'm admittedly more excited for the Bills playoff run than the Giants. The Bills have a lot to do this in the playoffs this year. The regular season was one thing, but the Bills have a lot they have to get off their backs in the playoffs for sure, Bruin. Definitely. I'm excited for the Bills too. I want to see them play Kansas City and get past them. All right, here we go. 1st and 5. We're on the 30 now because of encroachment on Seattle. All right, we completed a pass. Oh my gosh, Berrios caught it. We're past midfield. Wayne, Doug, yeah, Wayne Corbett, Jets legend, no doubt. And he was a walk-on, by the way. He was a walk-on. Wayne Corbett was not drafted. He was not drafted. He was a walk-on. And he came out of like a community, well, not a community college, but like a college just above a community on Long Island, Hofstra. Hofstra University is where Wayne Corbett went. It's just above a community college, if that makes any sense. Gunner, Buffalo's to lose. They hold the 1 seed unless we lose. Yeah, that's a big game tomorrow night, Gunner. I'm doing the game. I'm doing the Bills-Bengals game tomorrow night. Wayne was a Jets legend. Read that. Clinton, okie dokie. I see we have a minimum 6-day break between games, but we only have 9 games a week from Thursday night to late Sunday afternoon. That's what we do. We have Thursday night and then everything else on Sunday, Clinton. But yeah, they mainly want a 6-day break for their players. That's mainly what they want, except when you have to play Monday to Thursday. So, Gardini, game over. Going to Green Bay versus Vikings, more competitive. I don't blame you there for now. I'll say the game's over, but it's still a lot of game left, man. It's only 17-3. So we'll see what happens. But right now, it certainly doesn't look like the Jets want to play, Gardini, so I don't blame you on switching channels. Bills King, don't hurt yourself. I'm not hurting myself, Daniel. The Jets are hurting me. All right, we just ran for no yards. Gunner, you can still crush the Dolphins playoffs hope next week. They should hopefully make the rough ending to your season better. You know what, Gunner? You know what's funny about that? The Jets lose today, right? We will smash the Dolphins and look like the team we should have looked like these past 4 or 5 weeks. That's what's going to happen. That's what the Jets will do to the Jet fans. They'll come out next week and stomp the Dolphins out, even if Tua play whatever. They'll stomp them out, and that's the way we'll play when the game doesn't matter. But this game, Gardini's not over. I will always yell like it is, but I know it's 17-3. There's too much time. The Jets' defense has to wake up. The defense, the offense is moving the ball right now, but we need a touchdown, not a field goal. Gunner, you can still crush. I read that. Sandman, if the Jets make the playoffs, are we invited to the basement? I'm laughing at the Jets making the playoffs. I don't even see if that's happening or not. Hofstra, very good, Truba. Yup, Hofstra. Manab, the Jets season is officially over, Johnny. My Pat season is over, getting whooped by the Bills next Sunday. Oh, yeah, they're going to get killed by Buffalo next Sunday. Like I said, Manab, I'm not even really paying attention to any other team. If the Jets don't win today, they're out. They're eliminated. They have to win today. Look at Brock Purdy throwing touchdown passes every week. Mr. Irrelevant makes Zach Wilson look like garbage. I won't say the Jets season is over yet, Manab. The game's not over. It's not over. Don't pay attention to me when I get negative. That's the way I am with my Jets. But it's not over yet. The Jets are on the 21-yard line. Complete. First down. Knuckle. Another cellar dweller accounted for. Knuckles in the basement. Knuckle. I remember Wayne hated him. Never easy going. Yeah, Wayne Corbett made life hard for a lot of defenses, man. He made life hard for a lot of defenses. 10-20 left in the first half, 17-3, but the Jets are knocking on the door, whatever that means. Granini, Bills need to win if they want the first seed tomorrow night. They need to win. I think next week's game is important for Buffalo also. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Jets false start. Don't you love it? Jets get 1st and 10 driving. False start Jets. Love it. Gotta love it. Team does not know how to win. Team does not know how to win. Joe Expo, another cellar dweller accounted for. Joe in the basement. That's right, a lot of game left. I'm here whether the boat gets to the Caribbean or we sink offshore, Captain. My boat has been sinking for 46 years, but I'm glad you're on it with me, Joe. Glad you're on it with me. Granini, if the Giants somehow make the final dance. Oh, that would be amazing if they make the Super Bowl, man. That would be incredible. But I'll be doing the Giant games. Don't worry about that. Michael Carter going nowhere. The Jets 1st and 15 lose 2 yards. That's what we do. Granini, if the Giants, I read that. Bruin, never over till the clock hits 0. That's right. Never over till the clock hits 0. But right now, the Jets are driving. And what? Are we going to score a touchdown here? We need a touchdown, not a field goal. I know field goals help. I get all that. But a touchdown makes you feel like, man, we're back in this thing. 17-10 looks better than 17-6. Come on. Seahawks are playing like they're trying for a freaking playoff spot. We're not. Let's go. 2nd and 16. Timeout Jets. They better score a touchdown here. They don't look like a team that's fighting for anything. Nothing.
Look at that wristband a lot. After the play's been called and given in the huddle, he must have like some extra notes. Because we talked about how a quarterback, their comfort in an offense is really grounded in their understanding of that offense. And there's just maybe some extra bit of information that he gets on that wristband, knowing what to expect on a play, because it's far easier to react in a play than something you expect.
Well, the Jets don't need him to be a savior here. They just need him to be a steady hand and run the offense and protect the football. But it's easy when you sit down and talk to him for the first time, see why teammates like him, why the team seems to believe in him and rally around him.
Yeah, he says he uses that pitcher's mentality. He was a pitcher in high school down there in South Florida. Don't get too emotional.
The Seahawks don't really travel and corner with anybody.
We'll try for a touchdown now. Let's go, Jets. 3rd and 16, man. 3rd and 16. We're going to go kick a field goal because we ain't going to do a damn thing with this. Let's go. Oh, he's sacked. Whoa, yes, Jets football, baby. Jets, just end the season. Just end the season. Jets, bunch of suckers. Suckers. A joke. Go ahead and kick the field goal. Maybe you can miss it. Maybe you fell back far enough we can miss it. Where's the blocking, man? This guy has no time to throw the ball. Here we go. 44-yard attempt. Go ahead and miss it. Go ahead. Oh, he hit it. 17-6. Whoop-de-doo. 17-6. Jets don't know what to do. Don't know what to do. Boy, I think this team at one time was like 6-3 and then 7-4. Now they look like the Jets. It's like the glass, Cinderella shoes. They've broken, and the season's over. They're still in the game, yes, but then they can't. You get all the way down there, you get 1st and 10 on the freaking 11-yard line. You can't even move the ball. We didn't even gain a yard after that. Green Bay, 14-3, 105-yard kick return and pick 6 insanity. Doesn't sound like it's very competitive over there either, Gadini. But wow, that's amazing. Sandman, Mike White looks hurt. We should put Flacco in. He does look like he's hurt. Sandman, he does look like he's hurt. He's playing hurt, and that's what he's been wanting to do, play hurt. The guy's a freaking warrior. Mike White is a warrior, no doubt. These guys destroy their own red zone opportunities. That's Jets football, Jay. That is Jets football. Doesn't matter who the coach, what era, what doesn't matter. The Jets do that every time. If the Jets don't score on a big play, they're not going to score in the red zone. They don't do that. We don't do that. When we line up near the red zone, our field goal kicker's warming up on 1st and 10. They're warming up on 1st and 10 because that's what the Jets do. Nothing in the end zone. Nothing in that area. 0. Gadini, Jets without Brees have been the worst red zone offense in football, only ahead of the Texans. Without Brees Hall, they went from a 5.8 yards per carry average to 3.9. That is a 2-yard drop-off. That's a lot in the running game. It's a 2-yard drop-off from Brees Hall to the rest of the guys. Doesn't matter if it's Michael Carter, Bam Knight, James Robinson, if you remember, he's on the team. So, yeah. I'm tired of the Jets BS. We need Lamar Jackson. Amen, Sandman. We do. I would love Lamar Jackson on the Jets. Oh my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Keep Mike White around as the backup. Keep Mike White around as the backup for sure. But I would love, oh, my gosh. Love him on the Jets. Jay, we get into the red zone and go backwards every time. That's what we do. We go 1st and 10, 2nd and 15, 3rd and 20, punt. Or field goal, whatever. But now the defense. Why am I worried about the defense? The Seahawks are doing what the Jaguars did. They're throwing underneath. They're staying away from the secondary. The times Geno has thrown down there, it's been broken up by DJ Reed, broken up by Sauce Gardner. So he's not going to go there anymore. He's going to keep throwing underneath with what the Jaguars did. Sammy, I'm tired of these Jets. Yep, we do. Doug. Heart rate. Right, Doug, right. Heart rate. Right. They'll put me on a safety hold, Doug. Safety hold. Watch out. Watch that heart rate. SJW. Dude was offsides. No doubt. No doubt. But they don't care about that, SJW. And welcome in. It's accounted for into the basement. Please hit the like button, guys. Hit the bell notice. Hit the subscribe button. Got to put a lot on the coaches, Jay. Yeah, you do. A lot has to go on the coaching staff. There's no doubt. Geno has all day. All right. Good hit. They just nailed Geno. Good hit. Gardini, yo, Johnny, I'm heading. I'll be back in like an hour or so. All right, Gardini, when you come back, the Jets will be leading. Whoa, there's a big statement. The Jets will be leading when you come back. If you come back in an hour, not in 5 minutes. You come back by the end of the 3rd quarter. By the end of the 3rd quarter, the Jets will be leading, regardless of what I'm saying during this time.
Encouraging his teammates and coaches did not go back to the locker room.
Tony Adams, the rookie from Illinois, came in, and it was the hip injury coming into the game that was bothering him. When he went into training, DJ Leffel to the running back. The 3rd and 9. For the season.
We're just going to talk about Geno Smith and his development and how well he appreciated in the pocket. Well, look at a guy like Geno.
Dude was offsides, Jay. Jay, let's go. We're back. We're back. Look, let me tell you something. Like I keep saying, don't mind my negativity. That's part of me being a Jet fan. That's the PTSD I have from being a Jet fan for 46 freaking years. But now, like I said, the Jets are going to be leading by the end of this third quarter. They're going to be leading. Don't worry about anything else I say before that. We're going to be leading by the end of the third quarter. Let's go, Jets. Let's go. Come on, Jets. Robinson, midfield. Go down and get a touchdown. Let's go. Let's wake up. Let's wake up, guys. Come on. We're in this freaking thing. We're in this thing. Let's go. 17-13 at the half. That's what you're calling, Jay? I would love it. 17-13 at the half, and the Jets come back, and we get the ball at the start of the second half. So we need to score here. We need to score here. We need to score here. Anyway, yeah. So like I was saying before, man, the Geno story is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's a pathetic reach. And I have friends of mine that text me, hey, Geno's looking good against you guys. You should have never let him go. So according to this logic, the Jets should let Zach continue to start for the next 6 to 7 years when he becomes good, right? According to that logic, we should just keep letting him play until he becomes good 8, 9 years down the road. That's really like bizarre logic to me. Bizarre. But you know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Let's create supply chains that have
That's my call. I like your call, Jay. Let's do it. By halftime, 17-13. Jets come back in the second half, take over this game, and win. We can still do it. The game's not over. I don't like starting out the way we did. And this is on coaching. A lot of this is on coaching. I like Robert Saleh, by the way, guys. I like him because the team obviously believes in him. He obviously believes in him. The Jets have gone way beyond what anybody anticipated they were going to do this year. No line, not Vegas, not any betting line would put the Jets over 5 wins this year. Nobody. The Jets at the beginning of the year were predicted to win 5 games or less. I said they would win 7 to 9. You guys have been with me for a while here. No, I said the Jets would win 7 to 9 games. That's what I said. Now, the Jets doing what they're doing right now really should be expected. Missing the players that we're missing. All teams have injuries. No one's feeling sorry for us. But my point is, the Jets really, how much better are they supposed to be with what we have going on offense? I mean, quarterback-wise, running back-wise, our line's beaten up. What else are we really supposed to be doing? This team wasn't even supposed to be doing what it's done before the injuries. So this Jet team overall, I'm very excited about. Very excited about overall for the future. For the future, no doubt. Mike White has a whole lot of time. Find somebody, Mike. There you go. Perfect. First down. Let's go. Let's go. Jay, what sucks is the run game is working, but we can't play defense. Isn't that funny to say that? Hold on, Jay. If we can get close and continue to run well, we got a good chance. True. Isn't that funny to say that, Jay? The last team on this team that we expected to worry about at all is the defense. Now we got to worry about the defense of all things. That's the last part of this we should be worried about. The last part should be the defense. That's the unit that we expect to be holding it down. Now our secondary obviously is holding it down, but now our outside linebackers are getting exposed in poor coverage. These guys are displaying some really, really poor coverage in the passing game. There's dump off passes to running backs, little out patterns to wide receivers, little slant patterns across the middle. They're testing our linebackers now, guys, and they're getting exposed. That's how these plays are working. And the run game shouldn't be running up the middle on the Jets. Should not be running up the middle. I gave him an excuse a couple of weeks ago when Quinton Williams was out, but that's gone now with him back. Gone. Manav, I guess it's going to be pick 6 for Seattle, Johnny. Going to pick 6. You lost me there, Manav. Bruin, I said they were going to win 9. You did, Bruin. You said 9 games. I said 7 to 9 in that range. So right now, if the Jets don't win another game, at least I was right on one. Oh my gosh, guys. My gosh. Come on, Jets. Come on.
We can help you make a smarter decision by comparing 5 cards.
Ooh, cashback on dining out.
Great, because they're cheaper. Third one, the smartest decision for all your financial decisions.
Hey, great. You can go Auto Trader lets me shop for cars by monthly payment, so I know what I'll pay before I buy. Is that a refrigerator joke?
All right, guys.
I didn't mean right now.
Oh, here we go. All right, here we go. I'm trying to keep my cool. I'm trying to keep my cool, guys. It's really hard to do right now. Really hard to do. We got a whole second half to go, so I'm going to keep it in check. We got a whole second half to go. Whole second half to go. Oh, man. What do we got? Let me check something out here. I already told you guys I'm definitely doing the Bills and Bengals tomorrow night. That's for sure. I'm definitely doing giant playoff games, guys. Definitely doing giant playoff games. That's for sure. Rangers and Panthers are just underway right now. It's 0-0 there. First period just underway. Next game I'm going to be doing live is the Bills Bengals, and on Tuesday doing Rangers Hurricanes. That's a monster game right there, guys. Monster game. All right, here we go, Jets. Come on. 1st and 10. We're on their 44-yard line. There you go, Mike. Just get rid of the ball. Just get rid of the ball, Mike. All right. Our line isn't blocking. Our line is not blocking. Not blocking. Our line, look at that. They're showing Gardini. They're showing the pick 6 on Green Bay right now. That was on a 4th and 2. Wow. Wow. That's insane. Insane. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. 2nd and 10. Come on. Handoff. Bam Knight up the middle for a good 7-yard gain. At least 7-yard gain. Bear with me, guys. I got to fix something on this channel quick. One second here, guys. 1 second. This is 3rd and 4. The Jets are worst in the league for this, guys. Worst in the league. Here we go. Handoff, and we did nothing. Come on. Come on, Jets. What a joke. What a joke. 3rd and 4. You hand it off up the middle. What a bunch of bumps. That is a horrendous play call. 3rd and 4. You're going to hand it off up the middle? Come on, man. Come on. And you're handing it off to our 3rd best running back. Ty Johnson is our 3rd best choice. What? Mike LaFleur is a horrible play caller. Horrible. 3rd and 4, that's your call? 4th and 4. Now we got to go for it. We're going for it. Let's go. Don't be surprised I hand off them up the middle again. Suck. They suck. Garrett Wilson dropped the ball. Garrett Wilson dropped the ball. Look at his pass. Right in his hands. He dropped the ball, man. Come on, man. You cannot make this stuff up. Can't make this stuff up. Our best receiver drops the ball on 4th and 4. Can't make this stuff up, man. I don't know why I'm getting so mad. I really don't. Gunner. Wait, did I read these other ones? Yeah. Okay, Gunnar. Schematically, Buffalo and the Jets run very similar defenses. It's very hard to beat them deep. You need to throw short to beat them. Buffalo has struggled. Yep, you got to throw short, Gunnar, to beat these defenses. And that's lately, that's what has been happening. How do you miss the tackle? How do you miss the tackle, man? Come on. 2nd and 6, you had him 3 yards beyond the line of scrimmage, and you missed the tackle. How? This team doesn't want to win. This team does not want to win. Does not want to win. This team does not want to win. Does not want to win. How do you miss the tackle in the backfield, man? He was bobbling the ball on top of it. The guy was bobbling the ball and you missed the tackle? A joke. This is a disgrace. Stopped at 3 yards, but carries the team for another 3, so 6-yard gain there. Maybe the Seahawks can score a touchdown before the half. 2:12 left in the half. This is gross, man. Jets don't want this. They don't want this. 2nd and 5, Seattle, 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning. Jets don't want this game. They don't want it. They don't want it.
Switching to RAM, which means more people will call it a spirit of switching to RAM. And more people will not so much. More people who love the cold. And more people who don't. More good Samaritans. More neighbors. And more people covered in truth that are switching to RAM.
Sorry, guys. I got to respond to some of this.
When you can barely smell your plug-in, what are your best smelling? Try the Breeze Fade to 5 Buzz. It has built-in technology to carefully control how much scent is released. Could smell Thursday fresh for 50 days. What would you look at that?
Jerry, you gotta see this. Dang it. Trash fans at the team walks.
I've been a Jets fan since Heidi. This is familiar. It should be. I've been a Jets fan since they drafted Joe Klecko. That's how long I've been a Jet fan. Since they drafted Joe Klecko. So I've seen my share. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see the Super Bowl, which you did, X. And welcome into the basement, X. Please subscribe, hit the bell notice, like button, keep the basement rolling. We're aiming towards 5,000 subs. 10,000 is the big goal, 5,000 the short-term goal. We'll hit that. And we're doing the Jets right now and having so much fun doing the Jets. Sandman, I'm done with the Jets. I need to change my team to the Patriots. Oh my gosh. Sandman, that's a tall order, man. Don't change to the Patriots now. The Patriots are going to be losers for a long time. The Jets are a quarterback away, Sandman. Don't leave. The Jets are a quarterback away. That's it. We're a quarterback away. We get our injured guys back. That's all the Jets are. Quarterback away. That's it. That's it. The Patriots are going to be in last place in the AFC East for a long time. Long time. Long time coming. The Patriots are not the team to jump to. They're not the team to jump to. Sandman, I always say I'm done with the Jets, but I never am. Like I said, they're going to lose it. I don't know if they're going to lose. It's 17-6. They sure as hell don't look like they want to win this game. They don't look like they're even in a playoff race. Like they don't look like they're any part of that. They look like they're going through the motions at this point. 2nd and 5. Whoa, the Jets made a tackle at the line of scrimmage. I don't believe it. 3rd down. Gunnar, you tend to see some good yards given up versus our defenses, but a low yard. Yeah, that's true, Gunnar. Even when we do give up a big play, when it gets closer to the end zone, our defense don't give up anything but maybe field goals. That's it. That's what happened to the Jaguars last week. They scored 1 touchdown against the Jets. The rest were field goals, but every time they got close, when push came to shove, they couldn't put it in. Like a lot of teams can't. A lot of teams can't. 3rd and 4. Come on. Gino's running it. Get him. Get him. Damn it. a disgusting joke. You see him running, he goes to the outside and no one's there. I don't know why I'm getting mad. This season's over anyway. What am I getting mad about? What am I getting mad about? This team doesn't want to win. They don't care. Why do I care? They're not playing like they care. Why should I care so much? Freaking dude runs to the side, makes it obvious, 3rd and 4, and you can't get him? No, he sacked Gino. Will it matter? Who knows? Well, this team doesn't even act like they care, man.
This one, as he's going, Smith, the strength of those hands, being able to get him down on this one.
They don't even look like they care, the Jets. They don't look like they care to be around. They don't look like they care to be here.
Not by the jersey. I mean, 6'3", they're just talking about how he is building his body.
A joke. X, one of my favorites, Joe Call. Come on, Joe Klecko and Mark Gastineau should be in the Hall of Fame already. They should have been in the Hall of Fame already, X. Joe Klecko is one of my... Joe Klecko and Curtis Martin in my era of watching. Curtis Martin, Joe Klecko, they're my favorite Jets. Wesley Walker, another favorite of mine of all time. Those are my favorite Jets. Wayne Corbett, players like that. Those are real Jets. Curtis Martin, Joe Klecko, Corbett, Wesley Walker, Al Toon. These guys are real Jets, man. Played their hearts out. All due respect to the rest of the Sack Exchange and Joe Namath and all them, but those are my 4 favorite Jets. 2nd and 20. Can the Jets hold them back? I shouldn't be worried about our defense, but here we are. Good defense, Sauce Gardner. Why are you throwing to Sauce Gardner's side? Gino, keep throwing to his side for all I care. Keep throwing. Yeah, I did, X. Saw him holding his... Yeah, Mike White is playing hurt, man. There's no doubt about it, X. The dude's a freaking warrior. That's why I hope the Jets keep him around as the backup next year when you pick up one of these other quarterbacks. Keep him around. Keep him around. You got to keep Mike White around. The team believes in him, and the guy's a freaking warrior, man. Now, if someone's going to, again, we could lose him in free agency if a team wants him as a starter, which he deserves to be. He could be a starter on half the league's teams. He could be. So the Jets aren't going to go with him as the starter next year. You know we're not. So, and that's all due respect to him because I think he'd give him 110% and then some every week. I do. The guy went to over 10 doctors trying to get cleared to play. This guy's a warrior, man. I don't question his heart at all. I don't question it at all. He's definitely playing hurt today, X. There's no doubt about that, man. He's definitely playing hurt. As you would expect. You would expect him to be playing hurt. He would have been playing 2 weeks ago if he could have. Gunnar, it's your inner fan. You'll always have your passion for this team, win or lose. That's why I love your streams. I know what you meant, Gunnar streams. Yeah, dude. Because this is what it's about, Gunnar. You guys are diehard Bills fans. You're Bills Mafia. This is what it's about. Being a real fan. I'm on here being a fan to you guys, 2 fans. I'm not on here to hope to get on ESPN or hope to get on Fox Sports or, like some other live streamers do, man. They go on and act as if, and if that's their goal, that's fine. That's not my goal. My goal is to be here in the basement with you guys doing games as fans call games. This is what fans go through, real fans. That's why loyalty to your team is paramount. Stick with your teams. Don't bandwagon. I can never jump teams. Trust and believe. I want to. Oh, great. We're going to get the ball at the 1 yard line. Yay. Yay. We get the ball at the inch yard line with 47 seconds left and a half. Yay. That's great. Mark Turner, I'm a Cowboys fan. All right, Mark, well, welcome into the basement. Subscribe, bell notice, like button. Hit it, Mark. We could use all that. Mark again, but sorry, always like the Jets. I'm sorry that you like the Jets, man. I'm in with this team 46 years. I'm in with this team. I can't get out. I'm in with the team. But my son chose the pattern of the Giants. Like, my family is mainly Giant fans, except for me and 2 of my cousins. We're the only Jet fans in the entire family. Everybody else is Giant fans. So my son stuck with the Giants. I said, at least they win Super Bowls occasionally. The Jets will give you a heartache. We're passing out of the end zone, guys. Passing out of the end zone. Got it out to about the 5-yard line. X. Unfortunately, my favorites were Matt Snell. Wow. Whose great grandnephew is playing for the Steelers. Wow. Well, I know you go back a little bit further than me, X. Boozer and Don Maynard, along with Joe, of course. That's your era, X. I get it. Those are all the great Jets from back then, man. I get it. I get it. That's awesome, man. Awesome. And at least, like I said, at least you got to see the one Super Bowl that the Jets have. I've only seen 4 AFC championship games, 82, 98, 09, 10. That's as close to a Super Bowl as I've seen. And any one of those 4 teams should have made the Super Bowl. At least one of them should have made it. At least made it. Manav, get Lamar Jackson. Oh, Zach Wilson's out of here anyway, Manav. No matter who we get, Zach Wilson's gone. He is gone. He's gone. Slick, welcome into the basement, Slick. Hit the bell notice, subscribe, like button. What do you got for us, Slick? Even if the Jets don't make, they had a really good season, better than what there's definitely that, Slick. Slick, I said that earlier, man. The Jets weren't even, no betting line, not Vegas, nobody would give the Jets more than 5 wins this year. Nobody. 5 or less. And 5 was like a max. So the Jets have definitely played far better. Their rookies, their draft picks have developed way more than they ever anticipated them to develop. Come on, man. Think about the top draft picks they've had and scored. Breece Hall, Sauce Gardner, Garrett Wilson. Those are 3 guys playing at NFL levels, NFL elite levels, not even like looking like rookies, these guys. Breece Hall was killing it before he got hurt. Garrett Wilson has almost 1,000. He may have over 1,000-yard receiving now. With how many different, he's played with 4 different quarterbacks this year. 4! Streebler, Wilson, Flacco, and our boy Mike White. That's who he's played with. That's it. 9, and he has over 1,000-yard receivings with that many different quarterbacks. He's played with 4. So there you go with that. Mark, hey, Johnny, have you ever heard of Tom Grossi? I have, and I'm subscribed to him too. I'm subscribed to Tom Grossi. He's awesome, man. I've watched him plenty of times, man. He's definitely got a good channel over there, man. Yep, I follow Tom already. Yep, I'm subscribed to his channel, man. I like watching his stuff, man. He's got, my channel's a flip phone compared to what he's got going on over there, man. He does an awesome job. First down, Jets. Wow, now we decide to move the ball. 24 seconds left in the first half. 24 seconds. We just used our final timeout. But yeah, Slick, I agree with you. The Jets, what they did this year, this is our turning point year, Slick. Turning point. The Jets next year, it's like the Buffalo Bills in 2019. They did make the playoffs, though. But that was the Bills and their fans, Bills Mafia. That's when they first noticed, hey, man, we got something going on here. Look at the Bills. The Bills' defense in 2019 was Super Bowl ready defense. Their offense wasn't quite there yet. Now look at the Bills. They're the Super Bowl favorite. The Jets right now, this is their turning point year. Turning point. Next year and beyond, watch out. Watch out. Watch out. That's all I'm saying. All right, 1st and 10, 24 seconds. The Jets are still very much in this game, even though I am not acting like they are. Mike White, don't get sacked. All right, 19 seconds. We look like a bunch of, well, you guys know we don't allow cursing in the basement. So think of every curse word you can think of, and that's what I consider what we've been watching in this first half. 19 seconds left in the first half. Come on, Mike, find somebody. Blocked pass, and a flag down. Maybe it's on the Jets too. Mark, my mom's a diehard. Yeah, man, my whole family's diehard Giant fans, Mark. That was my big rebellion. I'm going to be a Jet fan. My father said I'd been punishing myself for life when I made this big stand when I was back in 1978, 79, whenever the hell I became a Jet fan. Flex back in the basement. It's 17-6. Seattle right now, Flex. Amazingly, the Jets have hung around in this game, even though they don't look like they want to. All right, well, the Jets are still going to be able to move this ball. Apparently, there was a face mask or something. So 14 seconds. We have no timeouts. Can we get this in field goal range? Offsides on Seattle. No doubt offsides. Knuckle. Oh, you saw that. Okay, you guys are talking back. Fans want to do a halftime raid on your stream? Yeah, raid on the stream. Do it. That would be great. I could use all the subs and views that I can get. Of course. Tom's fans want him to do a halftime raid on your stream? Do it. That would be awesome. Be awesome, Mark. Mark, yeah, come from there. You came from over there. All right, Mark, that would be cool, man. Flex. If you've ever wondered, no timeouts in the AFL, game will be paused if someone has to be carried off or if someone is bleeding. There is a blood rule and they have to go to the bench to get someone else. Yeah, no, the blood stuff, they can't allow any bleeding in any sport anymore. You can't allow to be touching other people's blood. Not like way back in the old days, guys would be bleeding, gashes on their arms, on their face, all that stuff. Yeah. Not anymore, man. They can't allow that anymore. Slick. Yeah, I found this channel from Tom Grossi Livestream. Really? All right, Slick. Who mentioned it over there? Somebody else in the stream? That's awesome, man. Grossi and get a little bit silly for me most times. Yeah, he's got a different approach, X. He's got a different approach. A lot of people think I'm a toxic, negative Jet fan. I'm like, well, how else can you be a Jet fan if you're not toxic and negative? Get out of bounds! Get out of bounds! I don't know what other kind of Jet fan you can be if you're not toxic and negative. What other kind of Jet fan are you supposed to be? That's all I've known for 46 years. Should'ves, could'ves, would'ves, had it, coulda had it, dropped it, fumbled at the worst time, pick six, all that stuff. When Rex Ryan used to say the slogan for the Jets when he was there was play like a Jet. Well, dude, why are you telling Jets to, don't do this, play like a Jet? Well, Rex, when we fumble and throw pick sixes at the worst time of the game, that is playing like a Jet. It's what we do here. Doesn't matter how great a team, even the great teams that Rex Ryan coached, the great defenses, and I mean the Darrelle Revis defenses. Do you know in 2009, the Jets secondary, Darrelle Revis, Lito Shepherd on the other side during this one, not so much Antonio Cromartie, only allowed 8 touchdown passes, 2009, they only allowed 8 touchdown passes through the air from week 1 through the AFC Championship game. Only 8 passing touchdowns the entire season. And we still found a way not to make the Super Bowl. Teams that have defenses like that make Super Bowls, not the Jets. We do other things and make sure we don't make it. The sack exchange years, man. 66.5 sacks by our front four the year before it became a stat. Before sacks became a stat, the Jets' front four alone had 66.5. All right, here we go. Time's running out. Oh, well, Mike White got sacked, fumbled the ball. Doesn't matter. End of the half. Where am I at? Slick, yeah, I found this channel from Tom. Okay, Slick, read that. Grossi read that. Flex, old school AFL was brutal. I can imagine the AFL old school had to have been brutal. If the NFL was this brutal back in the 70s and 80s. I did a hits video, Flex, on the 70s and 80s hitting in the AFL. I just did it this week, and it was brutal. You guys aren't kidding. It was brutal. Wow. You guys that haven't checked out the AFL, Aussie rules, football, footy, you need to check it out. That is some game. That is some crazy game. And I don't mean just for the hits. I'm talking the game itself, the athleticism, the way these guys can move that ball with your feet, move it with your hand passes. Speckies, you can jump on somebody's back. These guys jump up, put their knees on the guy's shoulders, like around his neck, and go for catches. That would never happen in the NFL. It's an amazing sport. The athleticism is real, guys. It's real. And to be able to kick the ball for 60, 70 meters through the post is insane. And sometimes they do it on a weird angle. Like how you even get the ball to go that route is incredible. Absolutely incredible. You guys got to check that out. I have plenty of videos on it. I'm still doing. I'm going to be picking a team soon, Flex. X, LOL. Yeah, back in the day it was Tatum and George Atkinson and Lyle Alzado and the Mad Stork, Ted Hendricks, and that Raiders team you're talking about. My gosh, watch out. Watch out. Jack Tatum was we talk about Ronnie Lott as a hard-hitting safety. Jack Tatum was like, he paralyzed Darryl Stingley, paralyzed the dude in a preseason game. Yep. Jack Tatum could lay somebody out. He had, Mike Haynes? Mike Haynes at cornerback. Oh, that Raiders team was insanity, man. Insanity. What if the Jets got Bryce Young? Not that they will. Oh, man. Dude, anybody right now, Mark, right now would help out. Anybody. I know Mike White is playing hurt right now. I know he is. And again, I don't think he's the future starter for the Jets. But he is the future journeyman backup. They need to keep Mike White on this team because he's a leader of the team. The guys believe in him, and he is a solid backup. Now, again, he could leave in free agency to a big money contract with another team. I don't know. He could. Let's see. Slick. Well, I think it's pretty cool that all the New York teams did good this year, especially Buffalo. Like I said, I'm pulling for Buffalo. The Bills fans, we've been over this a lot. And Slick, in here, I have a lot of Bills Mafia that supports this channel. I have a lot of Australia that supports this channel, Slick. So in here, Slick, is a lot of Bills Mafia. In here, right now, during this live stream. A lot of Bills Mafia. One thing Bills fans and Jet fans have in common, our teams were punching bags forever. Punching bags for years for not only the Patriots, but for the rest of the NFL. We were laughing stocks of the league. Now the Bills have turned it around. It's easy to go for the Bills because the fans, I respect fan loyalty. When you're a loyal fan base to a team that has been as wretched as the Bills were since 95, right? Between playoff victories was 95 to 2020. 95 to 2020 between playoff victories. Making the playoffs alone was a little bit shorter, 99 to 2017. That's just making the playoffs for the Bills. So to have a fan base that loyal to your team, and the Jets haven't been any better from 95 to now either. We made 2 championship games in the playoffs here and there, but we haven't made the playoffs in 12 years, going on 13. If we don't make the playoffs this year, that'll all end anyway, because next year we'll be making the playoffs next year and beyond. So the Jets right now, regardless of what they do, had a really good year this year. They folded at the end. Game's not over. I know we're getting the ball after the half. I know this game's far from over. We're only down by 11 points. That's nothing. It's nothing. But this team better start moving the ball and better start finding ways to get this ball in the end zone and not freaking field goals. That's what we need to do. X. 1969, start with the Jets Super Bowl, then the Knicks. Oh boy, the Knicks are my Knicks right here. X Knicks, Charles Oakley, my man. Yeah, the Knicks. We landed on the moon and finished it off with amazing Mets. Was the last game of the World Series. X, you got to see a lot of championships for New York in a short span of time. When I was growing up, my first team that actually won anything was the Yankees. The Yankees were the first team to win anything for me in 1996. Excuse me, I'll take that back. My New York Rangers in 94. The New York Rangers in 1994 was the first time that I got to see one of my teams win a championship. Yes, the Yankees won in 77 and 78. I was like 6 years old, so I technically can count them. But I probably couldn't name all the players on that team when I was 6 like I can now. So my first real experience of a championship was 94 with the Rangers, then 96 with the Yankees. Oh, yeah, then 98, 99, and 2000 with the Yankees. And I didn't see another team win anything of mine at all. I'm still waiting on a Knicks championship and a Rangers champion, and a Knicks and the Yankees. No, a Knicks and the Jets. That's what I'm waiting on. The two teams I've never seen win a championship in my lifetime. My Knicks and the Jets. I've seen the Knicks in 2 finals, lost them both, 94 and 99, but I have never even seen the Jets in the Super Bowl. The Jets, as my regulars already know, I've said this before, and I'm sure I'll say it again. The Jets are the only team that has made the Super Bowl regardless if the team has won or lost. Doesn't matter. Every single team that has at least made the Super Bowl has returned at least one time. Doesn't matter if they won or lost. Every team that's been in the Super Bowl has returned at least one time, except for the Jets. They're the only team to have not returned to the Super Bowl a second time. Not returned to it. The only one. Kansas City was the other one up until they won the Super Bowl a few years back. Kansas City and the Jets were the only 2 teams at that time. Now it's down to us. And I think that year is coming, though. I think that year for the Jets is coming. Within the next 3 to 5 years, the Jets will be in the Super Bowl. Within the next 3 to 5 years, they'll be in it. Flex, sounds like you kicked the ball better than the quarterback is throwing it. Ha. You probably could, Flex, especially with Zach Wilson on the Jets. Manav, old school NBA was much better than this NBA. Well, there was a lot more on defense, Manav, of course. The old school NBA had a lot more you could do defensively, and that goes for a lot of sports, for that matter. Peso, Bills fan right here. Of course, Peso, we knew that. There's one of your Bills Mafia right there, Peso. That Knicks team was amazing. Clyde, Earl the Pearl. Oh, yeah, Willis Reed. I have a Willis Reed jersey, X. I have a Willis Reed jersey. Yep. And Bill Bradley, right? Phil Jackson. They were on those teams. Knuckle. Mafia since 89, before there even was a Mafia. Right. Through the good and the bad. That Knuckle, that's why you guys, Bills Mafia, and at least me, this Jet fan, we all get along. Because we all respect the fan loyalty. The ultimate respect that has it worse than the Bills, the Jets, and the Browns, even if you're a fan of the Browns somewhere. The Detroit Lions is the hardest one to be loyal to. They only have 1 playoff win in the Super Bowl era. They only have 1 playoff win in the entire Super Bowl era. That's worse than the Bills, Browns, and Jets combined. That's worse. They have it 1 playoff victory. You're a diehard Lions fan for decades upon decades. They get the ultimate respect. Mark, I've been a Cowgirls fan for as long as I can remember. The greatest thing is that there's always next year. Mark, your next year is a lot different than a Jets fan next year, though. The Cowboys next year is like, how the hell did we not go further with the team that we have? Right? As a Cowboys fan, you got to be like, how did we not go further than with the team that we have? And the Jets are like, I don't even know how we won 3 games. Like, how did we even win 3? You're like, that's usually the Jets. Wait till next year means like, hey, maybe next year we'll win 6 or 7, instead of 3. That's like a big move for the Jets fan, going from 4 wins, 3 wins to 7 wins. So being a Cowboys fan is a little bit kind of, wait till next year, it brings a little bit of a different kind of tone to it than the Jets would. Because wait till next year, but the Cowboys really is that. You guys have the team, it seems like, can go deep every year, and I don't know what happens. I don't know what happens, Mark. Flex, went swimming at a local lake yesterday for New Year's Day and saw a few Knicks jerseys. Awesome. That's right. The Knicks are a well-known commodity around the country, man. That's awesome, dude. I love to hear it. Slick, I agree. I also love the Bills mainly because they have Stephon Diggs. Yep. Hey, man, getting Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs was amazing. And think about the move that Minnesota made, the chance they took in getting rid of a Stephon Diggs, hoping that this guy named Justin Jefferson would be just as good, if not better. They scored on Justin Jefferson. They scored. That's really rolling the dice, giving up a great receiver like Stephon and rolling the dice on a kid coming out of college and Justin Jefferson. What a great move by Buffalo. And by Minnesota. They can't have any regrets on that. They're both 2 of the best receivers in the game. Absolutely incredible.
Governor Dunn has violated
X. Yup, and I've been waiting 50 years for more. My folks are rabid Brooklyn Dodger fans, so I was taught to hate the Yankees while I was in the womb. LOL. That's funny, X, because that's my other rebellion growing up. My father was a Brooklyn Dodger fan. My father and I got along great, by the way. It's just the teams were a little different. Not all of them, just two of them. We were both Knicks and both Ranger fans all the way. But he grew up a Brooklyn Dodger fan, became a New York Met fan because you did anything but like the Yankees. When I grew up, I was a huge Dave Winfield and Don Mattingly fan. When I watched the Yankees, these two guys were amazing. They had no pitching, but the Yankees, amazing. Dave Winfield and Don Mattingly, they're still my two favorite Yankees to this day. Those two guys were powerhouses, man. And to think of the lineups the Yankees had in the 80s, had they had a wild card back then or an expanded playoff, that Yankee team would have taken on a lot of teams, man. That 85 especially, that 85 Yankees team. Remember, you either won the division, it was the pennant or nothing. It was back then. Mark, you're a Yanks fan, Red Sox guy here. Oh, Mark, we're hitting on all cylinders here, brother. Hitting on all cylinders. But since you're a Cowboy fan, as a Yankee fan, I can relate to how our teams are supposed to be doing all this much better, right, Mark? And the Cowboys and Yankees always find ways to just lose in the playoffs with teams that should go way further. So, got you there, Mark. I can relate with the Yankees and Cowboys are two of the most hated teams in the country and the most loved teams when they lose in the playoffs. So we got a similarity there. X, not true. Chargers. Chargers lost their only Super Bowl. Yeah, no. X, my whole thing. X, my thing is, the Chargers lost their only Super Bowl in '95.
Today's game plan brought to you by Progressive. Two touchdown passes for Geno Smith.
They lost. They had Stan Humphries at quarterback, X, with that Charger team. Stan Humphries was their quarterback. I remember because that Charger team somehow beat the Pittsburgh Steelers when they had Kevin Green and Greg Lloyd and Neil. That Steeler team, the Chargers had no business beating that Steeler team. The Chargers had Stan Humphries at quarterback. They had Natron Means. Natron Means Business was the running back on that team. I remember that team. Deion Sanders was on the 49ers then. I remember that team. The Chargers, you're right. They never made a Super Bowl before or since then. Wow. All right, X. Looks like you got me on that. You got me on that. You're right. 95. Stan Humphries, Natron Means, Junior Seau. Wow. So there's two teams. I didn't think about that because Kansas City was the other team I was thinking of. But then they went to the Super Bowl twice, and they returned when they won their first one. They returned to the Super Bowl. That was their first return. The Chargers never made another one. Very good. Very good, X. I like that. Very good. Featherstone, another cellar dweller accounted for. Featherstone, another Australian accounted for in the basement. What's up, Featherstone? X, come to think of it, I was at the doubleheader in Yankee Stadium when he hit 4 homers. That was a lot back at Bobby Mercer. Oh, wow. Wow. Incredible, man. All right, here we go. Ty Johnson up the middle, got back to the line of scrimmage. 17-6 Seattle, and we're just getting underway here in the third quarter, just getting underway. So we lose today, the Jets are out. There's no hopes for next week or anything else. The Jets lose today, they are out, period. X, you're right with the Lions, who have never even got to the Super Bowl. Right, never got to the Super Bowl, and they only got one playoff victory in the whole Super Bowl era. One playoff win. That's it. Wow. Jets look terrible. They look terrible. Mike White is off too, man. He's got to be playing really hurt. He's off. His throws are off. They're just a little bit off, but they're off. Mark, I think the Cowboys could beat San Fran in the playoffs. Do you? San Fran's got a mean defense, Mark. They got a mean defense. But again, Brock Purdy, he's brand new quarterback, Mr. Irrelevant. You got to figure, the Cowboys would just have to stop San Francisco a couple times on offense. And they got to score on that defense. San Francisco has a rough defense. But I mean, like I said, the Cowboys, just a weird team to me every year. Go, 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 go. We're down to the 40-yard line. There you go. There you go, Jets. Move the ball. Mark, maybe, but that would be a great game. It would be an amazing game. It would be, like I said, the regular season is just, par for the course for the Cowboys. It's when they get to the playoffs is what's weird. Weird things happen to the Cowboys when they make the playoffs. X, I call the Chargers Jets West. You could too, X. You could call them Jets West because they have the most bizarre losses and they don't step up when they have to. Then they beat teams they're not supposed to, right? And then they lose to teams they're not supposed to lose to. So they are a Jets West. You never know what to expect out of them. If you bet for them, they'll kill you. If you bet against them, they'll kill you. So you're right. That's a good one, Mark. That's a good one. I mean, they name the Chargers Jets West. That's good. Featherstone, just keeping my eyes on the Raiders game. Can't find it to watch as usual, right? So just have to keep checking the score. I know, Featherstone, you have a hard time getting those Raider games. And I think Derek Carr is done for your team, Featherstone. I think Derek Carr is done with your team. I think he is. Apparently he's benched for next week too. Look at that. Nowhere to go. 2nd and 6. All right, the Jets are just running the same plays. Now it's going to be 3rd and long. Jets have too many 3rd and longs, man. Too many. Richard, okay, hopefully Jets made adjustments, come out and set the tone for the second half. They are still in this. They're very much so still in this, Richard, but they have to change up some things, no doubt. X, how can the Chargers have, oh gosh, Hadel, Fouts, Rivers, and now Herbert? Bro. X, 1 second. Let me get through this play. 3rd and 8. Come on. Come on. Get a first down. Let's go. Come on. This team can't do anything right. Nothing. He throws the ball right to him. Look at this. Corey Davis right through his hands. They don't want this. They don't want this. Just let the season end. They don't want this freaking game. They don't want it. They don't want the play. They don't even deserve the playoffs, man. They don't even deserve it. 57-yard attempt. We got Legatron. The guy can definitely hit him. Here we go. Let's see if we can get it. This team doesn't want it, man. You don't want the playoffs. They missed. Crap. Crap. They don't want this, man. They've had the ball. We've had 2 possessions, the end of the first half and the beginning of the second half, and we get no points. None. 0 points. 0. The Jets don't want this game. They don't want the playoffs. They don't deserve it at this point. They don't freaking deserve it. They don't deserve it. Can't move the freaking ball, man. You got the ball twice before the end of the first half. Beginning of the second half, you get no points. None. Freaking joke. I know I should be happy with this Jets season and everything, the great things the Jets have shown this year, the great defense, outstanding secondary, young players, got a future to go. But the thing that bothers me is the play calling and the lack of effort against the Jaguars and against right now, today. They have opportunities to move this ball. If Mike White is that hurt, then put Flacco in. I don't know even think Flacco would be any better than what Mike White is doing right now. And you can't keep switching up the quarterbacks. But Mike White is definitely playing hurt. These balls, I'm saying, are going through these guys' hands. They're catchable balls, but it's not like it's right in their hands. They have to go way up or they're out a little too far. It's one or the other. It's out a little too far or the ball's way up in the air. So he's obviously throwing hurt. You can see him on the sideline. He has a look on his face that's pain, like he's in pain. This is just a joke right now. They just don't. They have opportunities to win this game, and they look like they just don't want to score points. They're not playing like it.
Cmon won't raise the price for your talk, text, and data.
Where did I leave off? Richard, okay, hopefully Jets made a judge. I read that. X, how can the Chargers have, I know, oh, Dan Fouts. Remember that offense? Air Coryell, X? Air Coryell. Remember that offense? You had 3,000-yard receivers on that offense and a running back named Chuck Muncie. You had Dan Fouts, right? You had Wes Chandler, John Jefferson, Charlie Joyner, and the other tight end, better than Wes Chandler. His son has been in and out of prison forever. I can't think of his name right now. But yeah, Dan Fouts had all the 1,000-yard receivers, man, 1,000-yard guys, man. They didn't have a defense. Remember that offense, Air Coryell, they had to score on every time they had the ball because the defense couldn't stop a nosebleed. Yeah, Rivers and now Herbert, and they can't. Right. And they struggle so much with these great quarterbacks they've had over the course of time. It's amazing that they've only made one Super Bowl. And they made it with Stan Humphries, X. They made it with Stan Humphries. All those quarterbacks you just named are all way better than Stan Humphries was. And that's what they made the Super Bowl with. How ironic. How ironic. X. X is pronounced Zix. Zix? All right, I'll call you Zix. Oh, I would have never gotten that. Zix. Okay. Mark, also Celtics fan, but like the Knicks. That's weird. Hey, Mark, we got a guy in here named Bruin who's a Bruins fan, likes the Yankees. So I guess it's possible. I guess it's the Knicks aren't even a threat to the Celtics. Not at this stage. The Knicks are playing much better basketball, but, I think they're playing up first down. Of course, first down. 3rd and 2. Run up the middle. No problem. First down. That's the guy I want them to dump. Davis must drop the first target every effing time. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The Jets have to get rid of Corey Davis. He has been a non-factor this whole year. It's been a non-factor this season. He has been a non-factor. Featherstone, Raiders 24 at San Fran 14. I know. I saw that. Raiders are winning. I wouldn't have picked that for today. San Fran. Sack. Get him, sack. No, it's not a sack, but they got him. I think he got a yard. Piero, really, nearly halftime. The Vikings are looking so bad. Sandman, fire Mike LaFleur. Amen. Sandman, I've been saying that for weeks. Fire Mike LaFleur. The guy cannot call plays. Cannot call plays. Cannot call them, man. Horrible play caller. And he calls the same play like you don't know the Jets are handing off on first down up the middle. That's like almost every time. Here goes another big run. Where is the Jets defense today? Where are they? The one unit I expect to not have to be complaining about, and the Jets defense is giving up yards upon yards running this ball, man. Boy, oh boy, 3rd and 1. Guess what? They got it. What a surprise. Seattle's getting way too many 3rd and short, 3rd and short, 3rd and short. We're getting 3rd and 9s, 3rd and 16s, 3rd and 11s. We can't do anything. Them, no problem. Now, the Jets defense has been slowing them down since the first quarter when we were giving up everything. But man, they just don't. We look so flat right now. This team isn't pumped up for anything. This team isn't pumped up to win. Did they call that short? It is short. It's 3rd down now. 3rd and short. They'll get it. They'll get it.
Jets went on fourth. They didn't have a short, they didn't have that.
Third and this much, guys. This much. This much. That much. Only the Jets would not get this. The Jets would be thrown back 3 or 4 yards.
6 times for the year on fourth down. They're 10 out of 18.
They went for it on 4th down last week against Kansas City 6 times. 4th and inches, guys. 4th and inches. They're going to get this. Easily going to get this.
Probably just ran off the field. So they-
Come on, let's get it over. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Gino just has to lean over and they got the first down. First down. Could have been 4th and 2. Could have been 4th and 2 and they still would have gotten it. Mark, what do you think of the Titans? I think they're choking really badly. I think the only thing with the Titans that's impressive is Derrick Henry, man. The Titans are like a team that makes the playoffs and then does nothing. Like what have they lost? 5 in a row? They've had a lot of injuries. I know last game they didn't start anybody. I know what is they winning they're in. I think they saved everybody for next week, for next Sunday. I think they saved everybody for next week. Flex, willing to share what teams you have narrowed it down to for your AFL teams? Not yet, Flex, not yet, but I'll share that by the end of the month. How about that? By the end of January, I'll tell you what. By the end of January, I'll have it down to 3 teams. So look for me to tell you around February 1st, but 3 teams. I have it down to 5 now, but I'll have it down to 3 by the end of January, Flex. I'll let you guys know what 3 it is by the end of January. 2nd and 7. First down. First down. There you go, Seattle. Keep moving the ball, Seattle. Let's go. Mark, thought they were good, but they managed to tank. Yep. Oh, look, look at this Jet team right now. They aren't looking good. Seattle's going to score again. The Jets will do nothing when we have the ball. Slick, what's the score? It's 17-6 Seattle. About to change. Seattle's ready to score again. Mark, read that. Featherstone. There's a New York AFL team, the New York Magpies, so Johnny should go for the Collingwood Magpies. Ooh, Featherstone, I heard Collingwood is kind of like the Yankees or the Cowboys or the Patriots. Either everybody loves them or they hate them. I heard Collingwood is a team that is very hated. I'm already a New York Yankee fan. I get enough of that already. So Collingwood is, I've been told before, and of course Mason Cox plays for Collingwood, and he's an American, so a lot of people think that's where I'm going with Featherstone. They think I'm going with the Magpies for those 3 reasons. New York, Mason Cox, and because Collingwood is kind of like the Yankees, hated or loved. So that's a tough one, Featherstone. That's a tough one for me to make that kind of statement. 3rd and 5. Can the Jets hold them? 3rd and 5. Lockport, another cellar dweller, OG cellar dweller accounted for. Lockport's in the basement. There you go. DK Metcalf can't even break away from Sauce Gardner. They tried on Sauce again. Nothing. DK Metcalf. About time that we got to a point in the year where I don't have everybody, the haters of Sauce Gardner, texting me and telling me how this is the week Sauce gets lit up. People have finally backed off from that because every week he doesn't get lit up. 4th and 7. They're going for it. Oh, they're going for the field goal. I was going to say they're going for it. Why would they do that? All right, 20-6 Seattle. 20-6 Seattle. McHale, another cellar dweller, OG cellar dweller, OG Australian in the basement. What's going on, McHale? What's going on? John, well, McHale not doing that great because the Jets just don't look like they want to play today. They're down 20-6. You're right, Lockport. The Jets have been a second-half team all season. It's not over yet, I know, but I feel like it is. Flex and Collingwood fans are known for not having many teeth. Well, Flex, I don't have many teeth either. Don't let these deceive you. So maybe that is my team then. Mark, I'm going to go. Thanks for the entertainment and fun. Definitely going to be back soon. Mark, come on back, Mark, because I do the Jets, I do the Knicks, I do the Rangers, I do the Yankees. I'll be doing playoff games. I can do your Cowboys too. Come on back, Mark. Make sure you subscribe too, man. Bell notice, like button. Thanks for popping in today, Mark. Good to have you in here as part of the basement today. Bruins, speaking of January, Johnny, don't forget the 18th. January 18th? What's January 18th? What did I forget? Zix, Lawrence to the playoffs, Wilson to the street. Oh, gosh, that's a big sign. Bruin, what's January 18th? Guys, give me 2 minutes. I need a quick bathroom break. 2 minutes, 2 minutes.
I've never been to a party like this. Campaign such a like beverage.
80 for free. On a confrontational fantasy by Dr. Pepper. Oh, what's up, guys?
We want to talk to you about state not making the playoffs.
Yeah. Tough season, but I'm fine.
That's just it. You're not taking that hard enough. What?
I'm upset. Why haven't you posted one insane rate on the message board?
I keep reliving the Southern game over and over.
It's a game. A bunch of kids with a ball. Put down that Dr. Pepper. Maybe there's more to life.
Dr. Pepper. Who's dessert?
Former Jets, Jamal Adams, big-time trade when he came to Seattle. Looking out, said hi to some of the New York folks before the game. One of the draft picks in that deal turned out to be, as I mentioned, Eric Wilson, who the Jets are going to need more of here when they play catch-up. They got 20-6. The Barrios will let it go, and they'll come out to the 25-yard line. This was before the game.
Giving guys some gap there. We're going old school with the leather jacket there, like Superfly. 70s style. Giving the guys some love, man. That's gotta, I never changed teams, but that's gotta be cool to see some of those old guys.
Yeah, this is great. Just looking back, because I know it's something I read with it. The Seahawks too. So when the guy gets hurt, into the work order, difficult to check the deal. But the team, Wilson was the target. This just not clicking. I know look at the Seahawks defensive credit. I'm trying to take advantage of Gordon was out of the defensive line.
You do exactly what you did right there, except complete the ball. That was exactly where Jordan Brooks was going to be. Tanner Hughes was the closest defender on that team. Running some passes over the middle, where those linebackers are going to have to.
All right, 2nd and 10 here. We're on the 25. Let's go, Mike. Not good. It's not good, guys. Not good. Not good.
Just wasted opportunities again and again with the Jets.
Bruin left off with you. Zix, Lawrence in the playoffs left off there. Manav, good afternoon. Mikhailov. Oh, Bruins versus Islanders. That's right, Bruin. Keep reminding. See how quickly I forget? Keep reminding me, Bruin. The closer we get, Bruins Islanders. We'll definitely do that. You guys will be able to witness me going for a Boston team because I hate the Islanders that much. Here we go, 3rd and 10. That's not going to do anything. Jets are done, guys. Can't even move the ball. Jets can't even move the ball, man. Can't even move the ball. Awful. And White, you know White's playing hurt. You know he's playing hurt. Featherstone read that. Jets, Vikings both making second half comebacks. We got this, Johnny. There you go, Mikhailov. Love the positivity, Mikhailov. Love the positivity. Yep, Manab, Happy New Year. Read that, Featherstone. Hold on. Seattle getting the ball at midfield. Featherstone, I am what's known as a one-eyed Collingwood supporter. And yes, we are hated, especially by Carlton supporters. Oh, boy. I know, Featherstone, trust me. I'm learning about Collingwood. I've learned a lot about them just by saying one thing about them in a video. Oh, I don't know, a few videos back. And people are like, you're going to go for Collingwood. People are going to hate you. You don't understand. A Yankee fan, I understand. Either you love the Yankees or you hate them, and most people hate them. So I understand what being a fan of a team like that brings a lot of hate. I'm still considering them, though. All that being said, I'm still considering the Collingwood Magpies. Nikos, another cellar dweller accounted for. Nikos in the basement. Nikos, come on, Jets, give us some freaking joy. Greetings to everyone here. Right, Nikos, we need some freaking joy here. They're not looking like it on offense, man. And again, I really think Mike White is playing hurt. I love the guy. I love the warrior in him. But if he's that hurt, then the coaching staff needs to take over here and play Flacco or Striebler. Play somebody, except Zach. Don't play Zach. And Mike, the only reason they would bench White is because he's honestly hurt. I have no problem with White, but right now he's not looking good. He's looking like he's playing hurt. Manab, good, and you, Mikhailov, read that. Mikhailov, read that. So we're all caught up right now on the chat. Again, guys, you know, like I was saying before, if you're new in the basement, subscribe, bell notice, like button. Keep the basement rolling toward 1,000 subs. Toward 1,000. We already got the 1,000. That was muscle memory. Toward 5,000 subs. 10,000 is the main goal. If you guys want to know, be back on here tomorrow night. Buffalo Bills, Cincinnati Bengals. We're going to watch that. Finally, a huge matchup on a nationally televised game. Not just for Monday night. A lot of these nationally televised games this season, more than not, most of them have been really bad matchups. Tomorrow night, one of the best matchups of the season, Buffalo, Cincinnati. Major playoff implications, major playoff seeding implications. Two of the heavyweights in the AFC. Can you imagine just a handful of years ago if we told you the Bengals would be one of the top teams and be in a Super Bowl just 3-4 years ago? We'd have all laughed at you. Would have all laughed at you. Now look at them. 4 or 5 years ago, say that about Buffalo. Buffalo is going to be a Super Bowl favorite within 4 or 5 years. I'm saying this because where are the Jets right now? This is the turning point year. The Jets are at their turning point right now. Am I pissed off at them? Hell yeah, I'm pissed off. I'm a fan. I'm not supposed to just sit here and say, well, they weren't supposed to get 7 wins. And, well, I can say those things, but I'm still going to get pissed that the team has an opportunity that we're not taking advantage of. Not taking advantage of it. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. So I'm still going to get pissed as a fan, regardless of how far they've come this year. We had all these important December games and lost every one of them. Every one, all 4. And there was at least 2 winnables in there. At least 2 winnables in there. The Jaguars last week was not winnable. We lost that from the start of the game forward. Lions were winnable. Minnesota, we could have come back and won that game. Mike White threw the game-winning touchdown pass. It got dropped. We came back in that game. The Bills game, that was a tough one too. It was a tough loss. We lost by 8 points. The Lions, we could have beaten them too. Look at Sauce Gardner, 19 passes defense this season. It's a rookie record for the Jets since 91. That's probably back in the Eric McMillan days. Eric McMillan, if anybody remembers that name. He played back when James Hasty was still a Jet. 3rd and one. Handoff. And they stopped them. The Jets stopped them. Wow. Is Seattle going to go for it on 4th and 1 because they don't fear our offense? Of course they are. I guarantee you they're going to go for it on 4th down. Let's see.
That's what you like to see on the outside right there. Spinning out of that thing.
Walker's gonna
Where am I at? Featherstone read that. Mikhailov read that. Manav read that. Mikhailov read those. Manav, you're welcome, my friend, for life. Mikhailov. Yep, Manav, we're all your friends, brother. That's right, man. You're OG cellar dweller like a few of the others in here. Zix, go Bills. I'm going for the Bills too, Zix, in the AFC. In the NFC, I am going for the Giants. Mark, season's over. Mark, welcome into the basement. Subscribe, bell notice, like button. Keep the basement rolling. Flag down. Seattle is actually going to punt the ball. Sandman, you think we can be good like Bills next year? Hell yeah, Sandman. Absolutely. Sandman, the Jets are going to be, watch out for the Jets next season and beyond. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. We're going to have a real quarterback. We're going to have a real play caller. I think you'll see Michael LaFleur out of here also. I don't want to get rid of Robert Saleh unless you're bringing in Sean Payton, somebody like that. Then I'll get rid of Saleh for somebody like that. But outside of that, Robert Saleh does have, the team does believe in him. He has a good surrounding. He's taught the Jets. I know it sounds funny now, but he's taught the Jets how to believe in themselves and how to believe in winning. I know these last few weeks actually is an example of that because they've never quit in any game. The Jaguars could be the closest to what you would say the Jets look like they quit. That would be the closest of the game. They lost that 19-3. So that'd be the closest time you might say the Jets looked like they weren't interested. But overall this season, the Jets have been in every game. They've been fighters. They've been winners under Saleh. They've done a lot. They've sustained a lot of injuries. So in all, you are what your record says you are. I still believe in that. But Sandman, in answer to your question, yes, the Jets are not even going to be good next year. They're going to be dominant. We're going to have a real quarterback and a real play caller. Watch out. That's all the Jets need. We're going to have Breece Hall back, Sandman, and we're going to have linemen back like Elijah Vera Tucker, our all-pro lineman that we lost. Mekhi Becton's been out. George Fant's been in and out. Dwayne Brown, we got him, then he went out. We've had a lot of injuries. We've had guys starting on the line that we didn't expect. Google that. Google in the basement. Another cellar dweller accounted for. Happy New Year to you, Google. Happy New Year to you as well. And Google, I went over the Geno Smith stuff earlier. I don't care about Geno Smith. He's been off the team for 6 years. 6 years, Google. I don't care about him at all. I have friends of mine that text me, Geno this, Geno that. It's not like we just got rid of Geno. The Chargers didn't recognize his talent. The Giants didn't recognize his talent. And the Seahawks let Russ start over him for a few years, and now Geno is having a great year. To me, the logic of the people, including the media that Google, that are mocking the Jets and Geno Smith, that's like saying the Jets should hold on to Zach Wilson and see if he develops 6-7 years down the road because Geno's been off the team for 6 years. He's been off the team for 6 years, period. So Google, as Jet fans, we don't have to worry about Geno. Geno is having we can call it a fluke year this year because he's never done it before. He's never looked like this before. So we weren't the only team that didn't see his potential. The Chargers and Giants missed it too. So what did we miss though? Again, do we have to wait 9 years? We got him in 2013, right? So do we have to wait 9 years for him to develop? No, of course not. It's a silly Google, the media that has done this and the other people that hate the Jets that make up this scenario, it's a pathetic reach for a story that's not even a story. It's not even a story to me. Not even a story. Mikhailov, cheers, Manav. Appreciate that, mate. Much respect. Mark, season's over. Bring on spring training. I'm ready for baseball again, too. It's kind of funny. Although live streaming baseball games can be very long. Some of them are 4 or 5 hours long. Well, here we go. Jets on our own 13-yard line. Handoff for nothing. Lost 3 yards on that. Because the Jets hand off the ball on first down regardless of the situation. That's Mike LaFleur play calling. Hand off the ball up the middle. That is our call no matter what. On first and 10, no matter what, that's our first call every time. Mark, I went to Tom's streams, but yours is better in my opinion. I'm back. Really, Mark? I think mine's probably better because it's easier for interaction. His stream just goes on and on, right? Because he's got 1 million followers compared to me. I don't know why I keep getting up. This Jets are not looking good. But thanks for coming back over, Mark. Thanks for coming back over. I've seen Tom Grassi's streams. I think his streams are really good, but to interact, it's hard because, I mean, dude, he's got a lot of people in his stream. Mine's easier because I don't have as many people, but we have knowledgeable people in this chat. I always say we don't have the biggest chat, Mark, but we have the knowledge. We have the interaction. We have the fandom right here. We are fans. We're fans speaking to fans, speaking as fans. So that's what I love about here, and that's what I love with the support that you guys give me on this channel. And thank you, Mark, for coming back. And Mark, I've left you alone. Mark, the Met fan. We all love you, Mark. We 3rd and 14, and the Jets throw a 3-yard pass and do nothing. Mark the Mets fan. I got to tell you, Mark, we missed you, brother. You come up occasionally in here, Mark, because we always remember you popping in when the Mets played the Yankees the second time. Remember that game? And Max Scherzer was pitching, and he owned Aaron Judge and the Yankees the previous time. Then he came in, and we won that one. And you, Mark, you're always going to be a member of the basement. Even though you're not in here as often, we love you, Mark. We love you as a diehard Mets fan, and how you come in our Yankee streams and always like to kick it with us, man. So, Mark, really love having you, seeing your name in here again, brother. Love seeing your name in here again. The Mets made a lot of incredible moves in the offseason, by the way, Mark. The Mets made a lot of amazing moves in the offseason. They really did. They really did. Mikhailov, you streaming or watching the Winter Classic game tomorrow, Johnny? Dwellers? I'll be Mikhailov, I'm streaming the Bills game tomorrow night. Will there be some World Classic games I stream? Yes, there will be some. But I'm bringing in the Bills Bengals tomorrow night, man. I got things to do around the house here tomorrow, Mikhailov, so I won't be doing that. I will Bills Bengals tomorrow night right here in the basement. Hard Target. Hard Target, welcome into the basement. Subscribe, bell notice, like button. The Jets are crap. They are right now. They are right now. Zix. Yeah, but the Bills did have a developing quarterback named Josh Allen who did suck his first year, but not Zach bad. Yeah, no, when I was talking about the 2019 Bills, Zix, I'm talking about how they finally developed and became a great team. I'm not comparing Zach Wilson to Josh Allen, not even close. I would never do that. I wouldn't compare Zach Wilson to Ryan Leaf or Jamarcus Russell. Like, those guys were better than Zach. Johnny Manziel was better than Zach. I didn't mean it in that regard. I meant it as the Jets are just a quarterback away. That's all I meant it as. Josh Allen was already there. The Jets are just a quarterback away. Our defense is Super Bowl ready. Forget about today. The Jets' defense is Super Bowl ready. They are. They just got to make a couple of adjustments on offense. That's it. Just a couple. A couple. 2nd and 6 on their own 36-yard line. Oh, 1st down. I'm not even going to flip out anymore in this game, guys. This game is over. 1 minute left in the 3rd quarter. It's 20-6 Seattle. It was 1st and 10. They just ran the ball up the middle and got another 1st down. Look at that, right up the middle. Got another 1st down. Hard Target. Jets have been terrible this year. Disagree. They have not been terrible this year. What are you jumping in here to troll? They haven't been terrible this year. Zix, Google, Geno is playing with a chip on his shoulder. Who cares? I don't care about Geno Smith. He has nothing to do with the Jets. He hasn't in a long time. And at the time the Jets got rid of him, his QBR was like a 69. It's like a 69. He was QBR with the J. He was terrible when he was on the Jets. Terrible. He was terrible. I could care less if Geno Smith has a chip on his shoulder versus the Jets. I personally, I don't care. He's been off the team too long for me to care about Geno. Zix, except today, Geno's been coming down. Geno hasn't had the big, his numbers are in the 1st half. He hasn't done much in the 2nd half. 2nd and 10, but the Jets haven't done anything all game. Again. Now, you know what's funny? When the Jets are eliminated from the playoffs, they're going to come out against the Dolphins next week like world beaters. The Jets are going to come out like Super Bowl contenders next week, and they'll smash the Dolphins out and show us the team we've been looking for these past few weeks. Raleigh, OG cellar dweller in the basement and accounted for. Raleigh, Johnny just got off a plane, but what's going on with the Jets? I need you guys to knock the Dolphins out. Well, wait for next week, Raleigh, because once the Jets are eliminated today, once they're eliminated, the Jets will beat the snot out of the Dolphins next week because they'll have nothing to play for. And apparently the Jets get up for more games that they have nothing to play for than anything else. So they just don't look like the Jets look like they don't know that if they lose today, they're going to be eliminated from playoff contention. It looks like they don't know that. There's no hope for anything next week. They lose today, they're out of the playoffs. Period.
This is a Floyd bed frame. Timeless design, enduring materials, simple to assemble. The Floyd bed frame is perfectly designed for how you live today and in the future. See our entire family of furniture at FloydHome.com.
I got this mountain bike for only $11.
DealDash.com, the fair and honest bidding site. This KitchenAid mixer sold for less than $26. This iPad sold for less than $43. And this PlayStation 5 sold for less than $1.
I want Bose Bluetooth headphones for $20.
Let's see.
And shipping is all.
Yeah, Google, I hear you. I'm reading your thing again. Gino's playing with a chip. It's just funny to me. That's all. Like Gino, it's just that whole scenario is funny. It's just a story as a Jet fan. You don't even have to listen to other people tell you anything about Geno Smith, Google. You just don't. He didn't just leave. When Patriot fans come at me, Google, you weren't here for this earlier. When Patriot fans come at me and make fun of Geno, it's like, yo, you want to compare what former quarterbacks of our teams have done? Patriot fans watch Tom Brady leave, win the Super Bowl, and beat them straight up in a game. The Patriots haven't even won a playoff game since Tom has been gone. It's been 3 years now. 3 years that Tom has been off the Patriots, and they haven't even won a playoff game. They're all of a sudden a middle of the pack, below middle of the pack team without Brady. But Patriot fans want to make fun of Jet fans because of Geno? That's really weird to me. Derek, another cellar dweller in the basement. Derek, subscribe, bell notice, like button. Rangers 2-0. That's what I should have been doing, a Ranger game. Rangers are up 2-0 right now. We got a big game, which I am doing on Tuesday against the Hurricanes. Big game I'm doing on Tuesday, Derek. Make sure you're in there for that one. Doing the Rangers Tuesday. I'm doing the Buffalo Bills tomorrow night. 6, heard Mets are going to move Correa from shortstop to third base. Last time I remember the Mets moving an all-star shortstop to third base with Jim Fregosi. Wow, 6, that's a long time ago. It's not an easy move. Third and, by the way, Seattle has another 3rd and short. 3rd and 1. First down. 3rd and 1, first down. I mean, Seattle has too many 3rd and 1, 3rd and 1, 4th and inches, 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1. What do the Jets have? 3rd and a forever, 3rd and 20, 3rd and 16, 30. Just, dude, we don't have it. We don't have it. Doug, gotta go. Great call on the game. Catch you next time. Doug, be safe out on the road. Everybody knows $7 Trucker. It's my trucking brother out there, man. He and I worked together a long time out on the road. Doug, be safe out there, my man. We'll talk this week. There we go. They're running 15 yards. This game's over, guys. Derek, game is over. Oh, look at that. 100% agree, Derek. Ganini, I'm back. What'd I miss? Nothing. Derek, please. He ain't playing defense for the Seahawks. Yep. Hey, Derek, man. Yeah, Geno. I'm not worried about Geno. Again, it's a ridiculous conversation. Geno Smith's been off the Jets for 6 years. 6. Why do people grab for this pathetic stretch of a story? Why not just say Pete Carroll coached the Jets in 1994? Because he did. He was the head coach of the Jets in 94. Why don't we say it's a revenge game for him too? He was the coach of the Jets almost 30 years ago, 28 years ago. 28 years ago. Maybe we should bring that up too, that Pete Carroll, is getting a revenge game on the Jets, right? I mean, because he was the head coach here 28 years ago. Geno hasn't done anything in the NFL till this year. So the Jets should have waited 9 years when we got him in 2013. Should have waited 9 years for him to develop. According to the logic here, that's what we should have done. According to the logic. So Zach Wilson, the Jets should keep Zach Wilson for another 6 to 8 years just to make sure he's really not good. That's what we should do. Mikhailov, OMG, I feel your frustration. It's like I'm watching the Jets game. Cousins is so up and down. Yeah, Mikhailov is just terrible. Mike White is playing hurt. We all know that. He's playing hurt. His cracked ribs did not heal in 2 weeks. He's playing hurt. It's up to the Jets coaching staff now to make a change if he cannot play. I understand why you went with him, but he just can't complete a lot of passes. Zix, if you're told at the end of last year that the Jets would be 8-9 this year, I think we'd have been ecstatic. Hell yeah. Overall, Zix, you're right. Zix, overall, the Jets have been killing this year. Look at the Jets draft picks. Garrett Wilson, Sauce Gardner, Breece Hall. These guys are monsters. The Jets, this is their last year of not making the playoffs. This year is their last year of not making the playoffs. The Jets are going to be well in the playoffs come December next year. They'll be well in it. Watch out. We're just a quarterback away, guys. We're just a quarterback away. This team's going to take off, and they're going to be taking names. So, yeah, no doubt. Knuckle, next week will be fun to watch. Always interesting when a team has nothing to play for except to spoil to another team. Especially, Knuckle, especially when the Dolphins are a rival team. Now, you watch the Jets in that game. When the Jets have nothing to play for, they're going to come out like world beaters next week. You watch. And then all of us Jet fans will be really saying, wait till next year. Derek, must admit, I'm shocked how bad White looks. Honestly, Derek, I really think Mike White is playing hurt. I mean, he's playing hurt. His ribs were shattered, man. He's playing hurt. He probably barely got cleared. He's playing hurt. That's why he's looking bad, Derek. That's why he's looking bad.
Who is that guy?
Giardini, Johnny quote, end of the third quarter, Jets will have the lead. Yep, well, so much for that quote. What a bad narrative. Yeah, it was bad. It was really bad. I had to show some positivity. I had to show some positivity when I knew in reality what was going on. The media hyped the story too much, Johnny, and people buy into it. I know, because they had nothing else to hype up, so they grabbed for a pathetic reach of the story. Pathetic reach of the story. Good evening. Danny Jones is him, and Brian Dable is him. Is who? Who's Danny Jones and Brian Dable? Who's that? If you told me last year Giants would make the playoffs, by the way, 2K off of that. If you told me last year the Giants would make the playoffs, I'd call you insane. By the way, made $2,000 off that. Oh, you bet the Giants would make the playoffs this year and made $2,000? Nice, Giardini. Derek, but after 7-4, this is a bad finish. 100%, Derek. 100%. Well, that's what I was saying earlier. I did a video on this, Derek. How the Jets are learning how to win. They don't know how to close out games. The last 5 weeks, well, now the Jets will be 7-9. Assuming they're losing this game, which is a very safe assumption, they lost 5 in a row. 3 of those 5 were winnable games. They don't know how to close out games. Minnesota, we came back, should have won. Braxton Berrios dropped the game-winning touchdown pass. Should have won that. Lions, we should have won that. We were right there. Should have won that game. Didn't. The only game we didn't show up for, honestly didn't show up for at all, was the Jaguars last Thursday. We lost 19-3. Didn't show up in that game at all. It's the only game all year I could think of the Jets didn't show up at all. And now today, they look like they're already eliminated. They didn't look like they were coming out ready to win today at all. It's a bad finish, Derek. Yep, can't argue that. Zix, last year we saw them play J.J. Johnson ahead of Flacco. I have no idea why they brought him back. We knew they would need to bring in a quarterback to help push Zach. I don't know. That was, and they traded away a 7th-round draft pick to get Flacco back when we already had him. Hey, Seattle just missed a 41-yard field goal attempt. Is that a sign the Jets are only down by 13? That was a huge miss, by the way, guys. He just missed. This is still a 2-score game. He missed a 41-yard field goal. Is that the door open for the Jets on offense? Is it? I don't know. We'll find out. Giardini, Giants were minus 450 odds to make it. Put down 20, made 2,000. Giardini, that is awesome, man. And you probably didn't think they were making the playoffs either when you made that bet, but $20 to get 2,000? It's awesome, brother. Awesome. Yep. Derek, agree 100%. Yeah, let me tell you. There we go. Jets handoff on first down. Who saw that coming? Wow, the Jets hand the ball off on first down. Who saw that coming? We do that play every single time. 90%, well, 90% of the time anyway. First down means running play for the Jets. First down, running play. It's what we do. Call the same play, regardless if it hasn't been working. Now, we gained about 6-7 yards on that. But regardless if it doesn't work, the Jets are going to call the same play anyway. Mike LaFleur, we got 3 yards on that. 2nd and 7. Now we're going to go fake handoff, play action pass. What play action? I was right on that. Here comes the pass. And picked off. Oh, he dropped the interception. Dropped the interception. Dropped it. Maybe I should start trying my luck on these guys. Maybe I should start doing that. You guys be more interested in me seeing if I won anything? Maybe we should do that right now. Hey. Hey, look at that. See? That's why you guys don't throw pennies away. See? Look at that. Now this penny is worth something. Could be worth a lot. Let's see. Let's see. Come on, Jets. Let's go. Yep, Derek, that's what I'm saying. Let's go. 3rd and 7. Come on, Jets. Let's go, Jets. Act like you care. All right, made the catch, fell short. We're going to have to go for it. Gonna have to go for it, guys. All right, let's see. I'm going to go for it right now. Let's see. It's $1 scratch off. I can win $500. Fourth and 2, we're going for it. Yeah, believe it or not. Oh, they're punting. They're punting. Couldn't do anything with the ball on 3rd down. Nothing. Oh, he tried to return it anyway. He's brought down the 11. The Jets have no heart outside of Mike White. But you know what? If the guy doesn't have it, don't you think you should just put somebody else in right now? Maybe. I don't know. 11-19 left in the game. Jets are losing 20-6. They look like they have no life at all on offense. 60-yard run in the beginning of the game absolutely killed the Jets. Killed them. Flex, is that because the coaching staff isn't working properly or they think it's good? It's Mike LaFleur, Flex. Mike LaFleur is our offensive coordinator. He's the one that calls the plays, not Robert Saleh. Robert Saleh knows what plays are being called. He does have some responsibility for letting the plays go through. By the way, guys, for all you want to know, I didn't win 500. I didn't win anything. I have 2 more to go. Here's another handoff. All right, I didn't go anywhere on that. So why are the Jets talking crap? They just tackled the guy running back behind the line of scrimmage, and our defenders are talking crap. Why are they talking crap? Up, first down, Seahawks. There we go. Good job, Jets. Good job. Yeah, Flex. It's really our play caller is not good. They got to get rid of him. Mike LaFleur is our offensive coordinator. He's horrendous at calling plays. He's so predictable, Flex. He calls the same plays around the same situation. So like first down, generally, these are handoffs. And the other teams know it. All right, there goes Gino, looking for space to run, Yeah, I know, Derek. Yep, they punted, of course. I mean, I don't understand. The defense hasn't really been doing much to stop I don't get it either. 4th and 2, we can't get 2 yards. But nah, put Joe Flacco in before Mike White gets hurt badly. At this point, they might have to put Flacco in. Bruin should have put in the backup a while ago. I agree, Bruin. I agree. And all due respect to Mike White, the guy is freaking trying, man. He's trying to win for the team. He come back, play hurt. I get all that. I do. I respect it. How do you miss him? Intercepted. Oh, almost intercepted by Mo Lewis. Funny. By C.J. Mosley. I see 57. I still think of Mo Lewis. Isn't that funny? That's a long time ago. Mo Lewis wore 57 for the Jets, and that's a long time ago. And what's Mo Lewis famous for, guys? What's he famous for? What's Mo Lewis famous for? He was a good linebacker for the Jets overall. But what is he famous for? Do you guys know? You guys know? Mo Lewis is the one that knocked out Drew Bledsoe and started Tom Brady's career. Mo Lewis was the one that hit Bledsoe that hard, knocked him out, injured him. And this little unknown guy named Tom Brady came in the game, and the rest is, as you know, history. Gino going up top.
This was that shot opportunity.
DK Metcalf. Anybody want to look up his numbers against Sauce Gardner? Anybody? Anybody? What's DK Metcalf doing today? Nothing. Nothing. Zero. Doing nothing today. Flex, it's an ego thing that he won't get taken off. Probably loyalty. Robert Saleh came over with Mike LaFleur. They both were brand new coaches. Robert Saleh is our head coach, who's a brand new head coach. Seattle's punting. 9:35. Technically, we still have a shot in this game, guys. Technically, we still have a shot. So, in answer to your question, Flex, Saleh came over with Mike LaFleur. They're both new coaches in their positions. So Robert Saleh is a brand new head coach, great defensive coordinator, brand new head coach. And he's good. He's really good for the Jets. He really has the team believing. He has them fighting. He's done a tremendous job overall, even though we're about to lose our 5th in a row in an important time of the year. I get all that. I get all that. I get all that for everybody that's about to say it. I don't believe in firing head coaches every 2-3 years. Again, I'd get rid of Robert Saleh if Sean Payton is available and wants to coach the Jets. Then you bounce Saleh and almost any other coach right on out of there and you bring Sean Payton in. Besides that, I wouldn't get rid of Robert Saleh. Mike LaFleur, he needs to hit the bricks. He's not good at calling plays. He's predictable. He doesn't even coach the players and the plays suited to the quarterback that you have. Now, I'm not giving Zach Wilson an excuse for his short throws, overthrows, his horrendous play. But I will give him this. Mike LaFleur's play strategy, his strategy for the quarterback is the same, whether it's a mobile quarterback like Zach or a statue pocket quarterback like Mike White. There has to be different schemes for the style of quarterback that is back there. When you have a guy, Zach, honestly, if you look up Zach Wilson's best plays, they're rollouts and 40, 50-yard bombs. The guy completes those like nobody's business. The guy in the pocket cannot throw to a guy 15 yards in front of him without throwing it over his head or 5 yards short of him. I'm not joking. You need him to pass it 50 yards downfield in coverage. Zach has hit that more times than not, but he can't hit a screen pass, a guy right over the middle here, a crossing pass. Can't hit him. Can't hit him. Yankee fans remember Chuck Knobloch? It's kind of like that. The guy could not throw to first base from second base. From his position in the field, picking up a grounder and just flicking it to first base, couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. That's what I feel Zach is like. Can't throw short distance. I don't know what it is. Don't know what it is. There's been catchers over the course of time, this is not a joke, that have somehow or another through the course of their career has been able to throw it to second base, but can't throw it back to the pitcher. Don't ask. It's weird. Bruin, I feel bad for Bledsoe. Man, how about that? Them apples, huh? All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Picked off. That's the game, guys. That's the game. That's the game. The Jets are officially eliminated. Mike White just threw a bad interception. That's the game. That's the game, guys. That's it. I'm not going to flip out. Not. Derek, so who are you starting quarterback next year, brother? Derek, what I honestly feel, I'll tell you the choices. The choices of QBs the Jets are going to have next year. Jimmy G, Derek Carr. Now, these two guys are in the conversation, these next three. I don't think the Jets are going to get any one of them. Jimmy G and Derek Carr, Derek, are probably your realistic ones to start for the Jets next year. Now, Lamar Jackson is in the conversation. That's my hopeful favorite. That is my hopeful. That the Jets land Lamar Jackson. Watch out. You have Aaron Rodgers in the conversation, and Tom Brady is in the conversation. Believe it or not, it's true. Brady would come to a team with a great defense. You got young, good, great wide receivers. You can have Breece Hall back. You can have a line back. If the Jets want to win now, they might actually go after Tom Brady. I think that's a long shot. I think Aaron Rodgers is a long shot. I think Lamar Jackson is probably, but still a long shot. I believe, honestly, that Jimmy G or Derek Carr, one of those two, is going to be the Jets starter next year. Derek. Zix, Mo Lewis, blast from the past, 2001. I've been moved from New York City after 42 years to Tampa in 96, so I kind of lost track of the Jets in those days. I hear you, man. Yeah, Mo Lewis, man. Yep, that was the man. Mo Lewis was a great linebacker for the Jets. It's funny because when I see 57 out there with C.J. Mosley, another great linebacker, man. One of the best field generals in the game. But I still, 57, I still think of Mo Lewis, man. It's funny. Zix, no Jimmy G, Meadowlands, turf will eat them. I agree. I didn't say I wanted Jimmy G. I just think that we have such a San Francisco base in our coaching staff that they're going to want Jimmy G. Just that's why I think the Jets are going to get him. I don't say I want him. He gets hurt too much. Derek Carr or Jimmy G is going to be reality. Lamar Jackson, I think, is a possibility. Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady, I think they're just bringing those names up for fun. Honestly, I think they're bringing them up for fun. They got Aaron Rodgers. I mean, they'll do damage with him, but he's older now. He's older. But the Jets, if they went for Rodgers or Tom Brady, they have enough youth on the team and a great running back in Breece Hall that they can take the weight off them having to win everything, you know. But if the Jets are trying to win right now, they're trying to win right now for next year, then it's Lamar, Aaron, or Tom Brady. Tom Brady could do damage with this team. And to go back against the Patriots, I mean, there'd be motivating factors there for him all day. All day. Derek, Dagger City. Oh, that was definitely the dagger, Derek. I got to agree with you there. Bruin, at least we went down with the ship. And we're going to go down with the ship next Sunday, Bruin. We're going to go down. I've been going down with this ship for 46 years, brother. John, Mike White's asking price just went down by a lot. I think, John, the only thing that saves Mike White is if he's playing injured, which I really think he is. He doesn't look the same. I think he's playing injured, John. But it probably did go down a lot. And you know what, John? If we keep Mike White as our backup next year, I'm totally fine with that. I'm really fine with that, to be honest with you, John. I'm really fine with that. You know as well as I do, John. Mike White's cracked ribs are not fully healed. He's playing hurt. You've seen him on the sidelines a couple times with grimace on his face. Now that's on the coaches because Mike White is not going to take himself out of the game. You know it. I know it. Everything he did to try to get back in and cleared these last couple of weeks, he's definitely not going to take himself out of the game. The coaching staff should have recognized that he's not playing like he normally does and probably should have pulled him for this whole second half. He probably shouldn't have come out for it all for the second half. But if they straight up asked him, are you okay to go in the second half, Mike? What do you think his answer is? Of course, 100%. Zix, Ravens will franchise Lamar. Please no to the old guys. Well, Zix, Lamar isn't that old. Yeah, old. I know what you mean now. I know what you mean now. Rodgers and Brady. I'm the same way on the Rodgers Brady. I think they just bringing him up. I think they're just bringing him up just, you know, for conversation. I don't think the Ravens can franchise Lamar. Didn't they just do that? I think he's an outright free agent this year, Zix. I'll check on that, but I'm pretty sure he is. Oh, look at that. Run right up the gut. I'm not even going to get mad anymore. There's nothing to get mad about. I got to start reflecting on the Jets season actually was way better than anticipated. Rangers lead 3-2. Trouba. I'm doing the Rangers on Tuesday. Today's the 1st, right? So the 3rd is Tuesday. I'm doing Rangers Hurricanes, Michael. Huge game, Michael. Huge game. Derek, Jimmy G, let's do it. I'm in. I'm in on Jimmy G, Derek, if he can stay healthy. I'm in on him all day. Knuckle. Here's the real dagger. There's the field goal there. Makes it 23-6, 5:40 left in the game. The Jets are probably officially done. Zix, I wouldn't mind Carr if Minshew. Gardner Minshew's an interesting take, Zix. Gardner Minshew is kind of like a modern day Ryan Fitzpatrick. Kind of a modern day Ryan Fitzpatrick, is he not? Got the beard, got the journeyman thing in him. But I don't know if he's a starter for long. But then again, he was behind Trevor Lawrence. Now he's behind Jalen Hurts. So he's not in positions either to where he should have been the starter anyway, right? So we can't say he's not starter material because he hasn't started. Look who he's played behind in his career. So. Zix, I wouldn't mind Carr. I wouldn't mind Carr either, Zix. I'm going to hold. Listen, Carr's way better than anything we got. Mikhailov, they make fun of catchers not able to throw back the pitchers in Major League, too. It's true, Mikhailov. Part 2. Yeah, they did. I saw part 2. They did. Great. Looks like the Vikings are going to give Green Bay a wild card hope down 34 to. Oh, my gosh. Mikhailov, didn't the Vikings get blown out last week, too? Vikings are a weird team to me, man. They're just a weird team. And even though they came back against the Colts, Mikhailov, the fact that they even gave up 33 points in that game is bizarre. They're giving up a lot of points, Mikhailov. 460 in the basement. What's going on? Subscribe, bell notice, like button. What's up with you? Zix, I'm a Baker fan, so I'd like to get him. Oh, did I miss something? Did I miss something? So I'd like to get him, but I think he should stay with the Rams and learn as much as he can from McVay while Stafford finishes his run. Baker's probably going to want to be a starter somewhere, though, right? Do you really want Baker, though? I think Baker's very when he's on, he's on. But when he's off, man, he's off. And his attitude, how's his attitude going to be with the New York media, Zix? I don't know how I am with the Baker idea. I'm not downing it. I'm not high on it either. Truba, Mika 2, and Kreider. Yes, good, because Mika went on an 8-game streak, Truba. Mika went on in 8 games with no goals, man. He scored one in our loss against the Lightning finally, and which I did stream. I don't think I saw you in there, Michael. And and then you had well, what about Lafreniere? Is Laffy playing today, Michael? Is Laffy playing today? Reed rightfully so got benched. He hadn't scored in 8 games. And then in November, he went 11 games without any scoring. So is he playing today? Michael, out of curiosity, is Laffy playing today? Flex, Igor. Oh, you're watching the game too? 6, yes, but Minshew's also a competent pro. Oh, absolutely. I'm not down in the Minshew idea, Zix. I'm not downing it at all. And he's a winner. The guy's a fighter. Like I said, I want Mike White to stay on the team as our backup. I do. I know he's playing hurt today. I'm not going to get on Mike White today. I'm getting on the coaching staff for not recognizing the guy's playing hurt. He's had time to throw the ball. He just took a sack. He's had time to throw the ball. He's not getting rid of it. Jets are done. Bruin, Minshew on the Jets would be it would be interesting, Bruin. Minshew on the Jets would be very interesting. Amen. Yep. Sandman, we need CJ Stroud. Ah. Yep. Wow. Yes, we do. CJ Stroud. Well, hey, man. The Jets aren't going to develop. If they draft a quarterback, Sandman, if they draft a quarterback, they're not going to bring him in to start right away. This Jets team is ready. We got the pieces to win now. We do. Our injured pieces and our pieces on defense. We have the team to win right now. 4th and 14. Let's see if we can even get this. Game's over. Mikhailov, now last 2 weeks. Oh, wait, hold on. Derek, okay, got to go. See you next stream, brother. Derek, thanks again for popping in. Much appreciated. My next stream is tomorrow night. Buffalo Bills, Cincinnati Bengals, right here in the basement. Stream after that, Rangers, Hurricanes. Tuesday, right here in the basement. So thanks, Derek, and thanks for your support, brother. Mikhailov. Nah, last 2 weeks we've had big comeback wins. Can't rely on comebacks every game, though. You can't. Mikhail, one thing the Vikings have shown in a positive this year, they're 11-0 in games that are 7 points or less, right? 11-0. So they know how to win the close ones. When they're being blown out, they're just being blown out. That's what makes the Vikings season so weird. They're 11-0 in close games that are 7 points or less. Very strange. Very strange. Zix, I'd like them to draft LT, no doubt. Truba, Laffy is playing. Good. I want to see Lafreniere. And by the way, Kravstar, Vitali, I need to start seeing him some production out of these guys. Laffy's an overall #1 pick. And then Kravstar's a high draft pick as well. These guys I need to see doing something, Michael. Flex, not watching, but have scores on my phone. Good. I haven't looked at the Rangers yet. I'm going off what Truba's telling me. Truba, Minshew is terrible. Look at today's disaster. Yeah, listen, he's a backup at best. Yeah, he's a back. Listen, the Jets are going to start looking at guys like this, as Truba. They're going to start looking at guys like Minshew and career backup guys. The Jets need a true starter for this team. A true starter for this team. That's what they need. So Jimmy G to me gets hurt too much. Derek Carr's an option. Daniel Jones. The Giants don't want him. Maybe the Jets will take him. He'd be very good with these receivers that we have. The Jets have great receivers. Daniel Jones doesn't have receivers. Some of them got hurt. And what he's playing with, he's doing really well. So Daniel Jones, if that's an option, I'll take him too. Main Max, hey, the Jets might be out now, but you guys are much better this year than I expected. Amen. That's why I'm not flipping out right now. Made man, 460. That's what I'll call you. 460. Yeah, man. The Jets did way better than expected this year. Way better than expected this year. For sure. Like I said, no betting line, no betting area, Vegas, none of them would give the Jets more than 5 wins maximum. 5. They're expected to have less than that. So they went way above and beyond. Watching these last 5 weeks has been really bad, though. They went from 7-4 to 7-9. That's bad. Even though they weren't blown out in any of those games, this is really bad. Last week and today were really bad displays by the Jets. These 2 games was the worst the Jets have looked. 19-3 against the Jaguars, 23-6 against Seattle. These games are bad. These are the worst the Jets have looked at all. The worst. The worst. Lockport, I'm checking out, Johnny. See you tomorrow night. Go Bills, looking for the Basement Squad Reacts videos. They're coming. I told you, Lockport. I said within a week, they're coming. Within a week, they're coming. They are coming. Lockport, we have everything set up how we want it. They're coming within a week. Within the week. Made, also, you're going to watch the Bills game tomorrow or no? Made, a 460. Yeah, I'm doing the game live. I'm live streaming the Bills Bengals right here in the basement. And I'm going for the Bills. I'm going for the Bills in the AFC the rest of the way. So that's where I'm going now. The Jets are done. I'm going with the Bills. And I am doing the Jets Dolphins next Sunday. I am doing it. It's a big game for everybody that needs the Fins to lose that game. Now, this is funny. If the Fins losing helps the Patriots, then I don't want the Jets to win that game. I want the Patriots out too. I want the Patriots out too, to where I'd rather have the Fins beat the Jets than let the Patriots in. But the Patriots aren't beating the Bills anyway. I forgot. They got to play the Bills next week. The Patriots don't beat the Bills. That doesn't happen, so I'm not worried about that. Johnny Leonard, miss you on Jets as affirmative championship team. Minshew on the Jets, affirmative championship team. And welcome in, Johnny. Please subscribe, bell notice, like button. Keep the basement rolling. We're aiming for 5,000 subs. 10,000 is the big goal. 5,000 is the short-term goal. Nikos, Jets offense is painful to watch. We're better next year. Signing off. All right, Nikos. Hey, we are going to be better next year. We're going to have a real quarterback next year. Who that is, I don't know, but it's going to be a real one. So the Jets will be back. This year was a turning point year. That's what it is. No more flipping out by me. Next week, they're going to smash the Fins. Why? Because that's Jets football. We don't win games. When it's pressure time, we're supposed to win. We don't win them. Next week, we'll have no pressure on us at all, and we'll destroy the Fins and look like the team we should have looked like in a few of these games. Zix, Happy New Year all. Great stream, Johnny. Makes me feel back in New York City from out here in Oregon. Peace. Zix, thanks for the support, man. Keep popping into the live streams. I do a whole bunch of live streams, brother, so please, Zix, become a basement regular cellar dweller, brother. Thanks for today, though, Zix. Appreciate it. Manav, are the Bills going to rest Josh Allen next Sunday? Not if they lose tomorrow, they're not. If the Bills lose to the Bengals tomorrow, they ain't resting Josh Allen next Sunday. They have a lot to play for still, Manav. They have a lot to play for, Buffalo. They can't afford to lose tomorrow. They're going for positioning, Manav. They're going for positioning, man.
What was supposed to be a rebuilding year with trading a Super Bowl caliber quarterback, having a young team, Seahawks in front of their fans. The new year.
Sorry, guys, I had to fix something. Anyway, Manav, Josh Allen next Sunday. No, you got to remember, Manav, the Bengals, I think, are 12-4. The Bills are 12-3, and Kansas City is. Did they win today? Depending on what, I think they're 13-3. Let me check that. Kansas City's 13-3. So Manav, even if the Bills win tomorrow, let's say they win, they still have to play Josh Allen next Sunday. They're still going for number one spot in the AFC conference. Now, they've beaten Kansas City already during the regular season, so they need to be number one. So even if they beat the Bengals tomorrow night, they're going to play Josh Allen Sunday anyway. If they lose, they're definitely playing them. So either way, Manav, to sum it up, Josh Allen and the whole Buffalo Bills team will be playing next Sunday. Brandon, yes, we are. Anybody else new in the basement? Subscribe, bell notice, like button. Drop some comments. Brandon, we are embarrassed. Yeah, Brandon, it's totally embarrassing. The Jets wanted meaningful games in December. They said it in preseason. We will be playing meaningful games in December. They were right. The Jets came to December ready to play meaningful games, sitting at 7-4, have lost 5 straight, including today. 5 straight. That's what we were waiting for, meaningful games. 5 straight. 5 disgraceful games in a row. These last 2 are the worst games I've watched as a Jet fan this whole season. So if I want to say, wow, it took to the end of December for me to see 2 Jet games in a row that were the worst of the year, I haven't said that in a long time. Usually the worst games of the year I see is when the season starts. So I made it all the way to, what's today, January 1st. So last week was what, December 24th? No, last Sunday was December 25th. Last Sunday was Christmas. So the Jets were really bad before the Christmas, 24th, 23rd. So that Thursday was December 22nd and January 1st. Those are how long I had to wait for the first 2 games to see the Jets look really bad in. That's not bad. Usually doesn't take that long. Usually I know right away in September. A lot of positives happened for this year. A lot of positives for the future. The Jets are no longer the worst team laughing stock in the league, but they certainly aren't where they want to be yet. Mikhailov, Vikes late comeback, 41-10 with 9 minutes left. There you go, Mikhailov. Hey, you're making more of an effort than the Jets have made. 2 minutes left, 4th and 6. Seattle's going for it on the Jets' 21-yard line. Who cares? Let them get it. Let them score a touchdown, maybe. All right, I didn't get it. Flex, put the link, your Discord anywhere yet? Oh, Flex, you know what? I forgot about it's funny. I told you I was going to have a family member here at Christmas time that was going to set up some things for me, and he did. I'll drop the Discord link. I forgot all about it. I'm also on Twitter. Like, I'm getting these social media sites started, guys, as everybody says that's what, that's a smart thing to do. I'm not used to having these things, guys, so bear with me in the beginning with my IG, Johnny Basement, with my Twitter, Johnny Basement, and with the Discord. I'm just getting used to even having this stuff, Flex, so give me a minute. I'll remember to put this stuff out there, I know. Brandon. Or Bruin, Happy New Year and see you guys tomorrow. All right, Bruin, we'll see you tomorrow night. Bills, Bengals. Thanks for the support, Bruin, OG cellar dweller. Brandon, it's the fact that the coaches refuse to bench any. I know. It's 100% on these coaches too, Brandon. They don't bench anybody. Mike White is obviously playing hurt. He's obviously hurt. Why they're not taking him out of the game is beyond me. Big up to Mike White for doing everything he can to get in and play this game. He's playing hurt. They should have recognized that he's not well enough to play. Intercepted again. Oh, dropped. Brandon, it's the fact. I read that. Scott, I'm sorry, pal. Hope you get a quarterback next year. Miami dropped 5-2. I know. We need a quarterback next year, Scott. That's all we really need. Don't forget. Jets are getting Breece Hall back, getting our line back. We just need a quarterback. That's it. So I'm not totally like, what are we going to do next year? What's going to – we already know what we're going to do. The Jets this year, it's a turning point. They did better than they were supposed to do. It's still disappointing. Still doesn't take away from the fact that I want to put my chair through the TV and all that. Just doesn't put any of that away. Brandon, yeah, and I went to that Jacksonville game, first game, and it was hideous. Oh, man, it's sad. My first game is booing off the starting quarterback. That sucked, Brandon. Yeah. You go to your first game all hyped up. Jets are ready to go, and then Zach Wilson looks like trash. Mike White just got hit in the ribs again. Look at him, man. Look at his face. He is hurting. He just got hit in those ribs, man. Look at his face. He's in a lot of pain. That's on the coaches, man. This guy's in a lot of pain. That's on the coaches, man. It's on the coaches. Trouba, 4-2 Rangers. Vinny got it. Good. Let's go Rangers. Come on. Good stuff, man. That's what I want to see. That pass was caught. Oh, now the Jets will want to catch passes. Okay, good. At least they're finally figuring out something.
And Seahawks.
Good. Rangers up 4-2. Good. This has been terrible, man. This has just been terrible to watch. Terrible.
Metcalf really handled in the game today. They need more big plays out of that wide receiver position.
DK Metcalf did nothing against Sauce Gardner today. Nothing. But teams are going to realize, and this has opened up some other things too. Teams have realized you don't have to throw against the Jets secondary. Their outside linebackers can't cover anybody. And that's what the Jets have been doing, not covering anybody. The outside linebackers are getting chewed up. Chewed up. There we go. Now we're getting first downs like nobody's business, probably because they are in a prevent defense. But I'm just saying. Jets now are trying. They look desperate to score a touchdown. Brandon, honestly, I'd rather lose now by 47 than by 47 in the playoffs. Good point, Brendan. Good point. Good point, Brandon. You'd rather not make the playoffs and get destroyed and embarrassed in the playoffs, right? Right, and that's what would have happened. We would have gotten murdered and laughed at in the playoffs, so maybe it's better we don't make it. Now, again, I don't want the Jets to beat the Dolphins if that helps the Patriots. Isn't that funny? I don't want them to beat the Dolphins if that helps the Patriots, which it probably will. But again, the Patriots aren't going to beat the Buffalo Bills anyway, so I don't know why I even care about that. 4-3. Halak does suck, Trouba. Isn't it funny how Halak always beat the Rangers when we played against them, and now he's still beating the Rangers, Mike. Still beating them, Michael. Knuckle. Hate to see you suffer like this, bro. I went through it for so many years myself. I know it sucks. This sucks. We came out with no heart today. And a lot of this is on the coaches. Because if they asked Mike White, honestly, at halftime, do you feel you can go out in the second half? What do you think that man's answer is? Absolutely, 100% all day. You kidding me? This guy went over to 10 to 15 doctors trying to get cleared the past 2 weeks. Think he's going to say he can't play? Of course not. That's on the coaches to recognize that the guy's playing hurt and put somebody else in. But now we don't do that. We don't do that here. And the defense did not look good today either. The secondary, yes. But, I mean, come on. Mike White just got sacked. Game's over, guys. That's it. I'm out of here, too. That's it. Guys, I'll be back here tomorrow night. Bills, Bengals, right here in the basement. Jets have been officially eliminated, although they've probably been eliminated mentally for a few weeks now because they have looked like they didn't want to do a damn thing at all today. Nothing, not even the defense. So that's where we're at there. The Jets overall had a really good season, much more than anticipated. So hopefully they finish 8-9. But again, I don't want the Jets beating the Dolphins next week if that helps the Patriots get in. So go Buffalo Bills. We have officially failed to make the playoffs for 12 straight years now. Officially failed to make the playoffs for the 12th straight year. And we had plenty of winnable games this year. The Jets are learning how to win. They cannot close out games. They don't know how to close out games, and that's why the Jets are where they are. However, we're not where we used to be. We're just not where we want to be. Guys, I will see you tomorrow night. Let me get a couple of these in. Brandon, we will be dominant with a real quarterback next. Oh, we will. Brandon, I'm with you 100%. We literally are. Wait till next season. For once, it's not a joke. Literally, watch out for the Jets next season. Watch out. We're going to have a real quarterback next year. Regardless of who it is, we're going to have a real quarterback. Flex, not making the playoffs help with draft picks? Not where we're finishing, it won't. We're not finishing in a spot to pick up any great quarterback. And even if we pick up a quarterback in the draft, he ain't starting right away. The Jets have a team that's ready to win now. Why not wait for a quarterback to develop? So not making the playoffs helps in the high draft picks, Flex, for like a team like the Houston Texans who has like one win. It would help a team like that. Yeah, 1-2 wins, those teams. Where the Jets sit, we don't really need a lot on defense. We need a quarterback. Grady, Happy New Year to all Cellar Dwellers. See you tomorrow, Johnny. See you tomorrow, Grady. Thanks as always for your support as well. Manav, have a good evening. Good night. Say hi to Rock. I will do, Manav. I'll let her know you said hello. Truba, chin up. Future for the Jets is bright. It is, Truba. Listen, the future for the Jets is real bright. Real bright. For once, I am satisfied and happy knowing that next season, the Patriots will begin their trek and journey as the AFC East's most likely last place team. The Jets will no longer be there. We're there, guys. We are there. That's right, Michael. Overall, I do feel great. I'm a real avid fan, as you guys know. I'm an emotional fan with my teams, so I can never just sit here and just accept losing or things like that. But overall, I know this was an unexpected season by the Jets, and usually I give up on them by September 20th. I usually give up on them around then. Mikhail, I'll talk tomorrow, mate. Have a good night, brother. Sorry about the Jets. It's okay, bro. We'll be all right. Thanks, Mikhail, as always. I'll see you tomorrow night, brother. Flex, cheers for answering my questions as always. Have a good day, mate. Thank you, Flex. I try to get to all of them. I try to get to them all, guys, in the chat, as you guys all know. If I miss some, it happens. Why? Because we're in the basement. That's why. All right, guys, I'm signing out. I'll see you tomorrow night. Bills, Bengals, monster game tomorrow night, Monday Night Football, 8:30, right here in the basement, or 8:20, or whatever the hell the time Monday Night Football starts. We'll be right here kicking it off. I'll see you later. Subscribe, bell notice, like button. I'm Johnny Basement.